Talk Radio.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Ash. Just setting up Periscope so you can watch the show if you want to. We've got the man who's written the world's longest love poem. Let's hope he doesn't read it. And I've brought my record player, well, my son's record player in, and some records. So we'll just play records for the next 3 hours. Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Hang on. There we go. Is this going to work? No. There we go. Yes! Oh, hey! Oh! This is spunky. Yep. Desmond has a barrel in the market. Oh, we go. Desmond has a barrel in the marketplace. Susie is a singer in a band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face, and as she sings it in English, she begins to sound. Oh, bloody, oh, blada, life goes on. Whoa, la, la, how the life go, holy, how the life goes on. Oh, bloody, oh, blada, life goes on. Whoa, la, la, how the life goes on. And then jeweler stand buys a 20-carat diamond ring. Takes it back to Molly working at the top, and then she sings it and she begins to sing. Hey, oh bloody, oh hey, oh bloody, oh bladder, life goes on. Whoa, la la, how the life goes on. Oh bloody, oh bladder, life goes on. Whoa, la da, how the life goes on. Just have fun. Just have fun. Free movement. And that's it, since it can take it up the bum. Oh, hey, oh, bladder, life goes on. Oh, la, la, how the life goes on. Oh, bladder, life goes on. Whoa, la, la, how the life goes on. The life goes on. Bloody, how the life goes on. Whoa, la, la, how the life goes on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alan Caddick. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's an introduction to a show, huh?
Welcome to Thursday nights on Talk Radio.
Welcome, losers. Thursday nights on Talk Radio. Late nights with Iain Lee. For everybody who left the show because it got too miserable, too navel-gazing, too introspective. Ladies and gentlemen, I have rediscovered my Lennon and McCartney Tijuana-style album. Tijuana-style Beatles, for goodness sakes. How can you be sad when we're playing yesterday Tijuana Styly?
Classic.
Yeah, absolute classic. You right, cats?
Not bad.
Hey.
I'm at my mum and dad's for the bank holiday weekend.
Sorry?
I'm at my mum and dad's for the bank holiday weekend.
When's the bank holiday weekend?
This weekend.
No one tells me it's a bank holiday. I'm working. No one ever tells me it's a blooming bank holiday.
According to Talk Radio listeners, you're off.
You're off.
Covering.
Well, I'm on Virgin Radio on Saturday.
Yeah.
And between 4 and 7 in the evening, I've established it's the evening show, not the morning show. Thank goodness for that. I don't want a 4 a.m. spike right up me pike. But we will be here on Monday, and we might do a quiz.
Ooh, sounds promising.
It sounds dull, but that's what you guys want. You want dull. I can do dull.
Is it going to be about the election or general knowledge?
Well, what do you think it's... You know the rules of broadcasting, don't you, Alan? We can't do an election quiz.
We could be the election of 1987.
Well, we can't even do that. Because we'd have to give equal balance to all the parties taking place.
Well, maybe... And we can't do general knowledge due to what happened earlier in the week.
Hang on a minute. What, Alan, this is the second time you've said because of the atrocious events this week, something completely unconnected can't go ahead. Of course we can do general knowledge. What? If we can't do general knowledge, then they've won.
Well, I was thinking a movie quiz.
We can't do movies because of what happened in the week. Going by your logic.
No, I'm talking about the actual quote. And I have to guess what film the quote.
Well, but it'll be lots of different. It'll be general knowledge.
No, but you need someone to have a good knowledge of movies.
No, well that's.
But
within. Here's the thing: if you do a movie quiz, you're stuck to movies. If you do general knowledge, that can encompass movies as well.
But you haven't said what subject it was.
Wait, no,
give me an idea.
It will probably be general knowledge because then you can ask questions about science and music and flowers.
And Tommy Boyd?
Oh, for goodness sakes, Alan! Oh, what is going on with him? He said we couldn't go up to Manchester on July the 29th because of what happened this week, and then he said we can't do a general knowledge quiz. What? I don't know if we're going to do a quiz. It sounds lame, but. Let's go to... Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. I saw an app... Listen to this. Around me and I send it along with love from me to you. I saw an absolutely brilliant story. I only saw it in the Star today, and it's tiny. It's one of those stories that most people would miss. It's 2 paragraphs, and I thought it deserved more than that. With all the the horrible stuff that's going on in the world, what we need now is laughter, love, and poetry. That's what we need. Listen to this story. Britain's most hopeless romantic is still single despite penning the world's longest love poem. Rajinder Tumber, 34, of southeast London, wrote the 2,413-word divine verse. He said of his hunt, "It's just a case of finding the right one." Now, that to me sums up everything that is great about Britain, everything that is great about the human spirit, the perseverance in adversity, pushing, creating. Out of, being loveless comes art. And I am more than thrilled to say that we've got Rajinder on the line. Good evening, Rajinder.
Good evening. Hello, how are you?
I'm very, very well, man. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. You know what? I loved your introduction, and I'm very grateful for your introduction too.
Yes.
But I wrote this. I wrote the poem to help to inspire people.
Oh yeah.
And it's not just a poem; it's more than that. It incorporates philosophy, theosophy, ancient history.
Wow.
Things which are all essential elements to humanity's evolution.
Yeah.
And coming across the articles which I was published in, a lot of them were referring to the fact of me being single, and there was less emphasis on the actual love poem itself.
Yeah.
Now, when this poem was initially, the previous record, it was held by a Romanian who was considered to be a national hero.
Yes.
Now, that's 100 years ago, a national hero of Romania, and now 100 years later, I break the record, and I'm seen to be a hopeless romantic. Times have changed. Times have changed.
Like right. You said, you say you broke the record, right? And it's all right saying you've written the most words. Is the poem as good as the Romanian guy's poem?
Do you know what? I would definitely say so. Well. And in order to prove that, listeners are welcome to have a read of the poem. I can also read an extraction from the poem.
Oh, we'd love it. Let's have an extraction from the poem, definitely. Now, you're not going to read the full 2,413 words, are you, Rajinder? Because we finish at 1.
No, absolutely not. I don't want to put your listeners to sleep. It's perfectly fine.
I'm sure. So just give us, before you go into it, just give us the inspiration for this, because you're right. The paper, the stories in the paper make it that it was because you're loveless and you're single, and the implication is you wrote a poem to impress a girl. And we all know, Rajinder, that never works. Yeah, exactly, because that never works. They laugh at you.
Yeah.
And they go off with the guy that smokes fags and looks like Fonzie. But so what was give us the inspiration and then give us an extraction from this poem.
Well, you know what? I nearly died from meningitis some years ago.
Wow.
And this traumatic event, it changed my life. And it made me realise that love is the most important thing in life. Even Madonna in one of her songs says, "Nothing really matters. Love is all we need."
Yeah.
And this is so true.
The great philosopher Madonna.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, I will give you an extraction of the poem.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Here I speak of two hearts beaten as one. Here I speak of a profound love just begun. I shall begin by introducing the arena. Eden, crafted by the goddesses Aphrodite and Athena. Ooh. As starlight dims, the glow of the sun brims. Above, a Da Vinci masterpiece, all-encompassing the sound of peace. Eden dances across the sky, kissing the scorpion passing by.
What?
Now she stands tall in Epiphytus, far from the archer Sagittarius.
Hey.
In a shroud of harmony, encased within her shield are three. Blessed are they upon her isle, the Elysian field stretching many a mile. Sweet. Shall I go on?
No. No. How long did it take you to write, Rajinder?
It took me a few months.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I can feel the thing, because I'm not a big fan of poetry, and quite often I read poetry and it's very cold. But I felt I got to know you a little bit better from that short extraction.
Thank you.
No, do you know what I mean? I felt that I was connecting with you on an artistic level.
Oh, I really appreciate that, seriously.
Are you single?
At the moment I am. But when I wrote it, I wasn't.
Oh. Maybe. Yeah. Do you think maybe the poem played a part in the relationship breakdown?
I definitely wouldn't say so, no. Okay. Because this poem doesn't refer to an individual.
No.
This poem is set in the Garden of Eden. So in the Garden of Eden, as you know, it's a universal concept in the ancient past.
In the Garden of Eden, yes.
Yeah, yep. So it's not based on any individual. So no single woman would have a complaint about it.
Okay. Well, good for you, Rajinder. We like to on this show. We like to encourage creativity and artistry, and I believe that everybody listening to this now is artistic in some way, whether it's poetry or singing or drawing or making silly phone calls, whatever. Everyone's got an artistic bit.
Absolutely.
In them somewhere. Rajinder, if people want to read the full poem, if they've I don't know, maybe they've just lost their job and they've got a few months ahead of them,
sure.
And they want to read the poem, where can they see it?
Right, well, they can go to my website,
yes.
rstumber.com.
Say that again.
They can go to my website, rstumber.
RS Tumber, and it's Tumber, isn't it?
Tumber.
Yep.
Tumber.
Yep.
.com.
Okay, wicked. And it's all up there, is it?
Yep. And I would like to add, I do actually welcome anyone from over the world to beat my record of the world's longest love poem. And why? Because this will have the population consciously and constantly thinking about love.
Hey.
And at the end of the day, the more love there is around the world, the more peace there will be.
Buddy, you can't, after the week we've had, you can't argue with that at all, Rajinder. Listen, nice one, man. Thanks for coming on at short notice. I really appreciate it.
You're
Best
very
of luck.
Welcome.
Thank you very much indeed. What a nice man! Thanks to Kath, who found him. I saw that story. I said, get this fella. I want this fella on my show, and he was absolutely brilliant. Rajinder Tumber there. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. People reminding me, of course, long-time listener Andy on Twitter. I'm waiting for the Thursday top 10 topic throwdown, which we do every Thursday. I'm going to struggle a bit this week, but you can call in about anything. I've got plenty of topics. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It is the, thank you for reminding me. How could I forget? We've been doing it for over a year now at this station, then of course for about 7 or 8 years at various other places. It's Thursday night. It's the Thursday night top 10 topic throwdown, where I've got a list of 10 topics and I just toss them out and you phone in and you chip in with any of the things you've got. And I had not forgotten that. I had not forgotten that. And anybody that says I'd forgotten that, well, I'm going to phone up your employers and tell them that you are scumbags and that you've been libelling me. That's what I'm going to do, all right? We are at war! And if you say bad things about me, I will phone up your bosses. I will phone up your bosses and threaten them. So I hadn't forgotten. But before that, well, here we go. Here's topic number 1, right? When have you completely cocked it up? And it is as broad as that. And I'll tell you why, because there have been 2 absolutely... I need to unplug this for a second and plug this into the computer. We'll play some more of the records in a minute. There have been 2 absolutely... Dr. Schmullups, I'll come to you in a minute. There have been 2 absolutely fantastic cock-ups recently in the public arena, right? I'm going to play it. Thanks to Radio Fail for this one. You know where I'm going with this, Kath. At Radio Fail, they're a brilliant site, and I fell out with them because they accused me of nicking stuff from them, which I didn't do. But they are still a brilliant site, and they find bits of radio where it's all cocked up. And this is from BBC Radio Leeds, right? And it went out on Sunday just gone, okay? This is incredible. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to play it to you and see how quickly it sinks in. Right? This actually went out on BBC local radio. The place where I got sacked for calling somebody who thought all gays and lesbians and bisexuals were going to burn in hell, for calling them a bigot. They sacked me for that. They let this go out. Have a listen to this. This is absolutely incredible. Here we go. Hang on, it's just booting up on the old...
And here are your musical clues, then, all linked to someone well-known who's been in the news this week.
Real.
A shallow grave and I'll lay me down over the moor. Take me to the moor. Dig a shallow grave and I'll lay me down. Psycho killer, catch the sea.
There you are then, 4 songs, all linked to someone who's been in the news this week. All you've got to do is try and work out who it is. 0345 303 3333. I can't give you any more help than that.
Oh, dear. Thank you to at Radio Fail for that clip. It was, of course, Ian Brady's death. That was an actual quiz that went out on BBC local radio. Unbelievable! 0344 499 1000. Topic number 1 on the Thursday Top 10 Topic Throwdown, which we do every week. Thanks for reminding me, Andy. Is when have you cocked it up? 0344 499 1000. You can call in about anything else as well, of course. Dr. Schmullups.
Hello.
What do you reckon to that clip, huh?
Well, the irony is you got sacked and they didn't.
Yes. There's a delicious irony. Hang on, let's just cue up the Tijuana Beatles. Hang on a second. Hang on, here it comes. This will be a fun one. Hang on. Hey! Whoa! Hey! Yay! Schmullups, Dr. Schmullups, what have you got for us?
Alan, unfortunately, I must admit I didn't get to listen to your show for quite a long period.
Through choice or through incarceration?
No, when you have a 16-month-old.
Do I? Where?
I do.
Okay, gotcha.
I remember I was perving while I was holding her on the phone.
Yes.
Yourself.
Oh, yes.
Now then, I heard on your podcast you have the inkling of a tonsillitis.
I had tonsillitis.
Right.
I had it. I was out of action for a week. I was hallucinating. When you say tonsillitis, go, oh, right, yeah. No. It was like I was hallucinating, Dr. Schmullups.
Yes, it's a pain that you can't really envisage how bad it can be.
Well, the throat feels very cool. That's all. It feels very cool. But the mind was wandering. I was in another universe.
I was going to give you free a surgery session.
Sorry?
Because I understand you're still sort of feeling...
I want them whipped out. I want, if anybody can whip out my tonsils, then please, yes, I'll do it.
I may have an easier solution.
Oh, yes.
You tend to complain about the air conditioning in your studio.
No, don't even go there. No.
Yes.
No, don't take away my AC.
That's what's causing it.
Don't take away my... What do you mean that's what's causing it?
Yes, you're getting the cool air and then you're going into the warm air and the body cannot handle...
Right, hang on a bit. I've been in and out of air-conditioned studios for the last 12 years.
But the body reacts in different ways as you...
Yeah, my body's going to react by punching you in the nose in a minute. You're not taking away my AC.
Well, you be the judge of that, because if you want to suffer or not suffer...
Yes.
Then it might be an option you need to experiment with. It may not be correct.
I think I know you are incorrect. I know it.
Without trying?
But so what? Well, hang on a minute. So I've got to now be in a hot studio for 6 months? And if I don't get tonsillitis in that 6 months, then it's the air conditioning.
I don't know how you came to that surmise.
Well, you tell me, because also that's not true. I'd need to do a blind test, wouldn't I?
What you do is you try it for a week and you'll see how you feel.
But I feel all right now.
Okay. When you have the effects, try it off for a few days.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off now.
Thank you.
It's not the... I'm so glad I bought this record player in. It's my boys. I had to ask if I could borrow it. Here's the thing, right? It's a crappy little plastic record player. You get it for about 40, 50 quid. They're not very good, right? It's plastic needle. It's not a proper needle. They're not very good. The sound's not very good unless you plug it in another speaker. But I bought it for my kids. And so my eldest has it in his bedroom. Just by random, one night, I went and picked a record. So let's go and pick a record. We'll listen to a record as we're getting ready for bed. And I got the Carpenters. And what's the song? Hang on a minute. Shut up! Hang on a minute. Just shut this. There we go. My boy knows all the words because he sang it to me down the phone at normal speed and then at 45 RPM. Every sha-la-la-la-la, every whoa. He knows all the words to that! My boy! I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him. I'm doing good dadding, guys. I'm doing good dadding. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. CJ, I've seen your message. We're all groovy. We're all groovy here. No grudges. No grudges held here. No ill will still. 0344 499 1000. So that was one cock-up. And it's a delicious cock-up, isn't it? But the other cock-up, and thanks to Kathy Burke for pointing me in the direction of this, and then everybody picked up on it. Walker's Crisps were doing a campaign online where and I don't really understand the technology, but it's a short video with Gary Lineker, and he's holding something above his face, then he pulls it out, and you computer experts would know how to do this. You're supposed to superimpose your picture, like your face on there. So it looks like Gary Lineker's got your face, and then he moves it, and he goes, oh, that's funny, and then, and Walkers are using this as a viral kind of campaign. Last time I'm going to say their name, okay? But of course, what everybody was doing, including, I believe, Harry Hardy, the custard eater, put a picture of Jimmy Savile on there. Someone did Dr. Harold Shipman. The first one I saw was Rolf Harris. And someone did, of course, Fred West. And it was going nuts. People were retweeting it, and Kathy Burke said, excuse me, Crisp Company, you might want to take this down. It's backfiring ever so slightly. Now, I guess it could be argued that it has worked to a certain extent, in that I have mentioned the name of the Crisp Company 3 times on this show when I wouldn't have normally, and I'm not going to mention them anymore, and they've had thousands of retweets that they wouldn't normally have got, and people are now discussing online what a massive cock-up. So I guess you could say it's actually worked. Sorry, we've just got a tweet from David Turners. I'm tuning into Iain Lee on Talk Radio. Who's me? David, sorry, mate, you're banned. You're banned from listening. So sorry about that. Should have made that clear. David Turner's, you're banned from listening, mate. So if you could just switch off. Beautiful. So it could be argued in that there's that line, isn't there? No publicity is good publicity. The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. I don't know if I agree with that. There's no such thing as bad public. I don't know if I... But then saying that, you're not going to go, I'm not going to buy them crisps because of the Wests. You're not going to say, I'm going to get Golden Wonder instead. You're not going to say that. So maybe it has worked. I don't know. Dear listener, it is the Thursday night Top 10 Topic Throwdown. I'll be honest, I've only got 2 topics. Hey, it's been a busy day, very busy day. You can call in about absolutely anything. And by the way, if you go and tell your friends, if you tuned off because we got a bit heavy and a bit navel gazing, whoa, no, come back. The Giggle Factory, dear listener, is open for business, and it sounds like this. There's a bit more. I thought it was coming to the end, and it would have been, but there's actually loads more. The Beatles dream of sounding this good. There we go. Hang on. There, that'll do.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
The other topic number 2 that I have, topic number 1 is what cock-ups have you made? And it can be anything, absolutely anything. 0344 499 1000. And you know the rules, guys. You can call in about anything. I'm putting this stuff out there. If you've got something you want to throw in the top 10 topic, Thursday topic throwdown, then you're more than welcome to. Or if you just want to call in and have a bit of a chinwag, you're very, very welcome to do that. 0344 499 1000. Costs you pennies, probably free for most people. You'll speak to Catherine. She'll take your name and number and call you back. Now tomorrow, while I think on it, tomorrow we are doing a first on British radio. Okay, it's tomorrow Friday. Is it Thursday today? Flipping heck. Tomorrow we are doing something that has never, ever been done on British radio before. In fact, some places, most radio shows and stations and podcasters will not accept phone calls from withheld numbers. They're scared. That's what it is. They're scared. They are absolutely petrified. It's a withheld number. Oh, yeah. Someone might phone up and be rude about me. And then I can't phone up their boss and tell them what they've said about me. Some people are scared. Well, this show, we feel the fear and do it anyway. Tomorrow night, Friday night, and I guess this will mean that the calls will have to be straight to air. You can only get on air if you withhold your telephone number. It means anybody could phone up. Anybody. Probably, let's be honest, it'll be Alan Caddick, but he won't withhold his number because he doesn't listen to the show, so he won't get on. So that's a bonus. That's got to be a reason for listening. But it could be my old school bully. It could be anybody. Could be absolutely anybody, and that's the joy. And it might mean someone gets on 100 times. I don't know. But tomorrow night, we are grabbing the bull by the balls. Forget the horns. What coward grabs a bull by the horns? If you've grabbed it by the horns, it can't pierce you. If you grab it by the balls, oi! Imagine that, holding bull's balls. I bet in Spain they're a delicacy. I bet you can eat them. Eat them like a juicy apple. Bull's balls. Bull's balls. They don't like it up them. Who would like a bull's ball up them? Anyone? Yep.
You at the back? Fine. There we go. And then he lobs it over and he catches it. Anyway, don't know why we're talking about that, but tomorrow night you can only call in, dear listener, if you withhold your telephone number. So the second topic I've got for the Thursday night top 10 topic throwdown, and bear in mind I've only got 2 topics this evening, is by today's standards, it would be considered stalking. Now, I tell you why. Because, I grew up, well, I guess my first stirrings, my awakenings were in the 80s. My awakenings, my downstairs, my trouser awakenings, the first stirrings in my basement, not my basement, that makes it sound like my bum hole. The first time I had an earthquake in my pants was, I would say, that the early, well, no, that's not, it's incorrect, because the first ever tingling, downstairs would have been in the late 70s, and that was climbing the rope in PE. Here's my theory on life, right? And my life and everyone's life and sex. Here's my theory on sex and drugs and alcohol and gambling and bungee jumping and jumping out of aeroplanes and murder and crime, bank robbery and the land speed world record. Here's my theory on it, right? Everybody that's ever done anything is just trying to recreate the feeling they got climbing the rope at school in PE. The murderers, the guy that did the land speed record in the Blue Wren, the first man on the moon. Did I say murderers? I'm going to say that again. Everybody is trying to recapture that thrill you got. And it was the first time you climbed the rope at school and wrapped your legs tightly around it. Because the second time you did it, it wasn't such a thrill, so you had to go a bit higher up the rope. And the third time you did it, there's hardly anything, you had to go right up to the top. And I remember, this is like when you're 6 or 7, our teacher having a hell of a job getting us down off those ropes. 20 minutes, an hour after the lesson finished, we were all still up there, our arms are killing us. Good training for what was to come later on. But the first actual proper stirrings were in the 80s. There is a point to this, so stop pushing me. We'll get to it in a second. Let's go to Ray. Good evening, Ray.
Hi. I'd like to talk about the tragic thing that happened in Manchester. Okay.
Okay. Clunky gear change, guys. This is what this show is all about. We go from the light to the quite heavy. Okay. What would you like to say, Ray?
I'd like to say that this was a tragic event, right?
Yes.
Every time when I hear about something to do with kids,
yes,
this one really angered me. When I watched it on that radio, I was so livid.
Yes. And there are a lot of angry people. My children found out about it, and I'm not quite sure how, but as I was bringing my youngest out of school today, he said, "Daddy, did you hear a man blew himself up at a pop concert?" And I was like, "Oh, wow, I never wanted to hear those words coming out of the mouth of my 5-year-old." But we went and got his brother, and we sat and we talked about it. And I said, how does it make you feel? And he said, it makes me feel angry. And anger is one of the stages of grief.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right, if this was an animal doing this to a child, I wouldn't be as livid. But when a human being does this, I was so... Well, this is something you can never understand.
No, we can't understand it. It's the work of the cowardly murderers, yes.
People have said to me that they should bring back the hangman.
No, Ray. No, Ray. We're better than that. No, we're a civilised society. We don't hang people for 2 reasons. 1, it's uncivilised, and 2, you can never be 100% sure you've got the right person.
Yeah.
We've executed people in this country that were innocent.
Mm.
So let's not.
They talked about like deporting.
And also, Ray, how are you? Okay, I'm going to ask the question. How are you going to hang someone who's blown themselves up?
You can't, can you?
No, you can't, Ray. You see, there's the third flaw in your plan, and obviously death or the prospect of death isn't a deterrent to these killers.
Yeah,
so let's step away from the hanging, because I think you're better than that, Ray.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like, you know, when you're angry, it's like you talk about like you want revenge, you want justice.
Yes,
that's what you want to see.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Ray, let's. Do you meditate, Ray?
Sometimes I meditate.
You should try it. Try and meditate. Go and meditate, because this week has been, and I don't say that flippantly, this week has been really stressful, really emotional, very, very upsetting. I mean, absolutely horrible. I don't know about you, Ray, but I certainly had a cry. I've cried several times this week because of what happened. And I found that meditation has helped me this week. It's just calmed me down ever so slightly.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think when I was watching, I had to turn it off. So
yeah,
Charlie, when I saw that.
Well, I've deliberately not watched it on television if I can avoid it, because I can imagine. I know enough to know that it was horrific, and it was senseless, and it was done by a cowardly, cold-blooded murderer, and unfortunately there may be a few more out there. But I'm certainly not going to do a knee-jerk reaction calling for bringing back the death penalty or saying we should outlaw Muslims or any of that stuff.
I think people have took it out on the Muslim community, actually.
They have been what?
I think there has been some people have took it out on the Muslim community.
Yeah, there has, and that's a shame. That's a shame. And I'm not saying for 1 second, you always have to clarify, because people will hear what they want to hear. I'm not saying for 1 second that these acts aren't linked to Islam. Of course they are, in as much as the people that do them and support them say they are doing it for as Muslims, and they are doing it as part of the Islamic faith. But I think, again, Ray, I'm sure you're intelligent enough to know that their version of Islam is twisted and is warped, and that a huge majority of Muslims would never consider doing such things.
Yeah, this is what I mean. That's,
yes.
I'm not really a religious person anyway, so you know what I mean?
No, not me. Ray, listen, it's good to talk to you, mate. Thank you very much indeed. And that's the nature of the show. We've got new listeners, and some of you go, oh, it's gone from that to that. That's insensitive. No, it's not. It's conversation, and sometimes conversation goes from the light to the heavy back to the light again. It's what we do as humans. We don't, I've often said that as humans, we don't meet our friends for lunch at midday and say, right, let's hang out for 3 hours. In the first hour, we're going to talk about Islamic extremism. In the second hour, we're going to talk about child abuse. And in the third hour, I thought we could lighten it up by talking about kids' TV shows from the 70s. You don't do that. You have a conversation, and you'll talk about something light, and then someone will go, oh, flipping that thing that happened in the week. Awful. Hey, did you hear about Steve? He's got a new girlfriend. And that's how conversation goes. And that's what this show is. It's a conversation. Chris, Carrie, stay there. We'll be with you in a second. 0344 499 1000. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here we go.
We'll get you talking.
Here we go. 0344 499 1000. We've been doing this for over a year here, guys. It's the Thursday night top 10 topic throwdown. I throw out 10 topics. I've only got 2. The first topic is, when have you cocked up? The second topic is, by today's standards, it's stalking. I'll explain it a bit more in a minute, but let's get to the phones. Carrie.
Ian.
Carrie or Carrie?
Carrie.
Carrie. There we go. Gary.
Carrie. You all right?
Gary.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Carry.
That's a girl's name, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a pseudonym.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Go on.
I was just phoning. It possibly ties in with your first topic that you said there, when have I cocked up?
Yes.
But it's more sort of in the realms of what you were talking about earlier, about first stirring.
Yes, the first stirring. Oh, and a cock up. Okay, let's be careful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I remember mine quite vividly, right? But, I don't have the year and I haven't done the maths, right? But I remember it quite vividly because it was the year that Gina G represented Great Britain in the Eurovision. So
flipping
it was. Do you remember back in the day, the Sun newspaper? I don't know if they still do it or not, but they used to give you like a TV mag in the newspaper on like a Thursday, I think it was.
Yeah.
So I remember on the Thursday, like my dad getting the paper or whatever, and me looking at this TV mag, and there was quite a raunchy picture of Gina G in like the third page or something of it. And she had like her jeans were like slightly open. She was quite an attractive woman.
I've met Gina G.
Have you?
Oh, yes. Gina G. Yes, continue, s'il vous plaît.
Yep. So, I just wanted to say, so I haven't worked it out, but I could basically work out the very first stirring if I wanted to.
I wonder, I know that, I'm a bit older than you, I think, Gary, and there was, Peter Davison, when he was Doctor Who, he had an assistant called Perri, right? And she was a real little minx of a lady, and she was kind of cute and mischievous. And then one day, one of the Sunday newspapers had a picture of her naked, lying on her front. Okay, so you couldn't see a lot, but you could see enough. And when the papers had been thrown out, I went through the bins, I got that page, I tore it out, and I kept it hidden in my cupboard. That picture of Perri from Doctor Who. And here's the thing, I can't remember her name, it's Nicola something. And by coincidence, about 2 months ago, because I was just clicking on Twitter feeds, and I was clicking on some Doctor Who Twitter feeds, by coincidence, after about 3 clicks, I came to her Twitter feed, and I remembered that picture for the first time in for the first time in 30 years, that picture came back in my head. And I looked at her, and part of me thought, ooh, I wonder if we could get her on the show as a guest. I thought, no, you bad voodoo, bad juju, don't go there, boy. But yours was Gina G, was it? What was that video where she was crawling along the floor in the dress with the holes in? Was that ooh-ah just a little bit?
So that's the only one I know. I think there was a follow-up, but, for the life of me, I can't remember it.
Australian, wasn't she? Why was she representing us in Eurovision? That's the thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Curious.
Well, Katrina and the Waves weren't, from Britain either. Were they not from, somewhere else?
Who's not from Britain?
Katrina and the Waves. Do you remember when they were?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's, American, isn't she?
Something like that.
Unbelievable. Kerry, thanks for that.
Yep.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. 034 4499 1000 is the telephone number. This is, Joe Loss plays your all-time party hits. Oh, so this is March of the Month. We'll have this playing in the back. Brought a record player in, playing records tonight. Chris!
Hello?
Yes, Chris?
Yes, Ian. You are a cheeky git, aren't you?
I've literally just said your name. That's all I've done. And as you phoned in, I assumed you were going to initiate a conversation.
I will, but yeah, no, I'm not going to go there because yesterday evening you accused me of being in prison.
God, you're a miserable git, aren't you?
It's so unfair, Ian. That is, I listened to your programme.
Yeah, and then you phone up and you just infect it with misery and suspicion.
Oh, for God's sake. No, I don't.
You started the phone call. You started the phone call with a cob on.
No. I was going to say one of the I've forgotten it now. See, you lost my...
No, I didn't. You did. I didn't. You did. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame me for your your inadequacies.
What do you mean, inadequacies?
Well, you forgot what you were going to talk about and you blamed it on me. It's not my fault.
I was going to say... bleeding forgotten now.
I know, and you blamed it on me. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Well, you apparently yesterday evening you accused just because I didn't ring your show because I like to listen to you and Catherine. And you accused me of being in prison for...
I didn't accuse you.
You bloody did.
No, don't tell me what I said. Right, it's a yellow card. Right, Chris.
I know.
No,
sorry.
Chris.
Sorry.
This is it. Have we got? Shut up!
Sorry.
Shut up, you annoying, miserable git! Have we got delay, Ed? Yes, we have. Chris, what the hell is your flipping problem? Don't phone up and swear, you muppet. Sorry to the periscopers, you would have heard that. Why don't we just get to the point? No, shut up, mate. Shut up. Right, shut up. Jesus. What? Hang on, we need some of this. It's made all the more amusing by having this music under the background.
What I was going to say...
He's still talking to himself. Da-da-da-da-da.
Dan, go on.
He's gone. Right. Chris, are you ready to talk?
You know what I was going to say?
No, Chris, you didn't know what you were going to say.
Yes, I didn't know.
Right, Chris, what have you called in for?
I was going to say about a record, but I was going to say...
What have you called in for?
Because you upset me.
What have you called in... Forget the other evening. What have you called in for tonight?
I'm going to listen to Ian Collins on...
Jesus. Why don't you phone him up and put his show on a downer as well?
Yeah.
So you phoned up to swear at me and to tell me you're going to listen you just dropped the F-bomb. You just dropped the F-bomb. That's
Ian,
a swear word.
I'm not swearing.
Chris, are you so insane you've forgotten what you said 45 seconds ago? You dropped the F-bomb, mate.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, you did. What's all this? I'm not. You swore. You said effing, which is not allowed on the radio.
Because you accused me. Because when I rang you.
Forget yesterday, Chris. Forget Chris.
Me of being in prison.
Chris.
Where have you been?
Chris.
For the last?
Chris. Get a sense. Get a sense of humour.
No.
Oh, for goodness. Jesus is going. Get over yourself. Stop being so miserable. Get a sense of humour and forget what happened yesterday. Forget what happened yesterday. Why have you called in tonight?
Of course I got a sense of humour.
Yeah, and it's really apparent. What have you called in for? What? Jeez, I mean...
Don't play music.
Chris.
I have got a sense of humour.
What have you called in for? Jesus. What have you called in for tonight?
Because I'm annoyed that you said I went to prison.
Okay, Chris, I'm really sorry for saying yesterday that you had been in prison. I'm really sorry about that. Is that okay?
And I
had you been in prison?
No.
Okay, fine. In that case, I had to check because if I apologise, then you said, well, actually, I was in prison, but that would have been bad. I apologise.
Just because I listened to you and cut.
Go away. I mean, jeez. Let me know when we've got some delay, please, Ed. Let me know when we have some delay. We'll give him one more chance. I mean, we've got delay. Right, Chris, two swears and most people have been cut off. I've let you have a third crack of the whip.
I'm sorry, Ian.
Do it one more time, buddy, and we ain't going to be talking... In fact, it said on the screen, Chris is banned for being miserable and rude.
I listen to your show. I do.
Right, fine. What have you called in for, Chris?
Because you wound me up.
I said sorry, Chris. Now what do you want now?
Nothing.
Right,
really.
Thanks very much for calling. Goodbye. I mean, really, guys. What's great about this record is it's one of those records that you're supposed to put on at parties, right? It's, Joe Loss plays your all-time party hits. Oh, this is great. But you're supposed to put it on at parties, and these would get played during the 70s, right? You're supposed to put it on at parties where you haven't got much atmosphere. Right, let me just skip forward to the end of this track. So you're at a party and there's not much atmosphere. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Ready? It's not live. It's not live. It's just pretending to be live for party sounds. Oh, love it. And then on side 2, track 5, there's a song here. I've never heard of this song. Do you know this song? The Cokey Cokey. The Cokey Cokey? I've heard of the Hokey Cokey, but the Cokey Cokey? No, there can't be such a song, can there? Oh, dear listener, they can. And here's a tease worthy of James O'Brien himself. If you come back after 11, we're going to play the Cokey Cokey. Oh, yes, dear listener, it's Thursday evening. It's the top 10. Apologies to the people on Periscope who are watching online for that bad language. It's the Thursday night top 10 topic throwdown. I've got 10 topics. I haven't. I've only got 3. But if you've got any more you want to add, and you can phone in about anything, you know you can. Very, very simple. Switchboard is clear. Now's a great time to call. 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. You speak to Kath. She'll take your name and number, give you a call back. Bishy, bashy, boshy. Speak to you after this.
Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. This tease will get our radar figures right up. When we come back after the news, we'll be playing the Cokey Cokey. Beautiful.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Your right arm out, your right arm in, and you shake it all about. You do the okey cokey and you turn.
He says okey cokey. He says okey cokey. But also, he's missed the in out. Dear listener, we've got listeners all around the world. This song should be the British national anthem. In. Your left arm out, then in, out, you shake it all about. You do the okey cokey, then you turn around. That's what it's all about. Okey cokey cokey. The number of times I've danced this with my grandparents as a child. This was Britain. If anything sums up Britain, it's not the Beatles, it's not the Rolling Stones, it's this. In out, you shake it all about. Hey, you do the okey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Hey! Oh, okey cokey cokey. Here we go. Oh, okey cokey cokey. Oh, okey cokey cokey. Knees. No, it's knees bends, arms stretch, rah, rah, rah. Yep. Yes, in, out, you shake it all about. You do the okey cokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Whoa, okey cokey cokey. Whoa, okey cokey cokey. Oh, my dream is to sing this to a dance hall full of people doing it with a live band. Hold self in, you hold self out, fast, in, out, you shake it all about. You do the okey cokey and you turn around. I said that's what it's all about. Oh, okey cokey cokey. Oh, okey cokey cokey. Oh, okey cokey cokey. That's what it's all about. Bout. Up your bum! There we go. That's what being British is all about. And when let's hope it's many years hence, but when the Queen steps off the throne and hands it to either Charles or William, let's hope that one of those gentlemen has got the balls to really modernise Britain and the royal family and make this the national anthem. That's what we want, dear listener. 0344. How funny. We just lost 50 viewers on Periscope. I have no idea why. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Late nights with Iain Lee. If you've tuned out because it's been miserable, come back. I've found the keys to the Giggle Factory. And it turns out with a little lubrication, all of the machines are working. You can call in, as you know, about absolutely anything. But it is the top 10 Thursday topic throwdown. We do it every week. And I get 10 topics and I throw them at you. I'm going to be honest, I've only got 3. And none of them seem to be taking. But don't worry, let's go through them. So, after the Ian Brady tribute, it's true, on a local BBC radio station, and the crisp cock-up today, what cock-ups have you done? And they can be huge, they can be small, they can be work, they can be at school, they can be in a relationship, they can be anything. 0344 499 1000. What sexy pics, boys and girls, got you through your teenage years? Someone's very kindly posted a picture of Perri being lifted in the air by Colin Baker. Wow, that lady was so important to me for a solid 12 months of my life. Solid being the operative word. Sexy pics that got you through your adolescence. 0344 499 1000. And the one I was trying to describe, and then we got distracted by you perverts, is... by today's standards, it would be considered stalking. Now, courting and impressing someone and finding out information about someone has changed so much in the last 30 years. It's unrecognisable. Unrecognisable. Now, if you want to find out about someone at school or work, you type their name into Facebook and you can go and see, you can find out everything about them. That, to me, seems a little bit stalkery, a little bit pervy, a little bit. But I remember when I learnt to drive, there was this girl that I was madly in love with, and I remember driving past her house about 30 times one night. I was 17. I used to park around the corner, wondering if I would see her. But that's what you did. By today's standards, it would be considered stalking. And not to make light of stalking at all. It's a horrific thing that we've talked about on this show. But, waiting at bus stops or going into shops that you knew they worked in on a Saturday when you didn't need to go into the shop for anything whatsoever. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. So far there's 3. And I'm supposed to have 10. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a spent force. I'm an absolutely... why is this person keep sending emails from I wonder if it's wine o'clock somewhere. Someone keeps sending emails from different things. But it's from the same person. We can see the IP address. I should have said that before, shouldn't I? I'm sorry. We can see the IP address. Sorry, guys. And I can cross-reference that with emails I've received. And they keep sending emails from different places. Oh, dear. No bras to hand. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Sexy pics. By today's standards, it will be stalking and cock-ups, dear listener. 0344 499 1000. Cards on the table. I've only brought 3 topics to the party this evening. I need another 7 topics. Otherwise, I am in breach of my contract. Let's see if we've got something here. CJ!
Hello.
Hey, CJ, what you got for us?
Online dating cock-up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Yes.
So, I met this lady on an online dating site.
Yes.
And we got talking. We're talking for a few weeks. And then I added her to Facebook.
Yes.
And it's partially her cock-up.
Okay. When you say an online dating, was it one of those sex ones?
No.
Okay. No, because there are some online dating things that they're not date. They're not looking for romance.
There is a few of them, yeah.
It's just for a bunk up, isn't it? It's just for a quick bunk up. So this was a proper romance one.
Yeah, it is.
All right, good.
Funny though that you say that, because the person that I added from that site was into open relationships and wanted to meet people that was just wanted to, do the old hokey pokey.
Wowzers. Here's the thing, guys. You know those open relationships, how they're going for you? They never work. I've never been in one, it would be cool, but who'd have thought that they're a terrible idea?
Outrageous idea.
Outrageous.
So there's so many people on the dating site that actually want to have open relationships.
Yes. Oh.
And it's hard enough to get one partner, I find, but to want more.
No.
It's pain.
So at what stage did she say to you, something might happen with us, but I want to get it from somewhere else as well?
From the set-off.
Wowzers.
But I thought, when you've not had any intimacy for a while,
yes, I do.
He's one of them. You've got to take it where you can get it.
Well, yeah, no, fair play. You have. If the internet had been around in my 20s, well, let's just say my 20s were a very, very dry period. I mean, and that's a whole decade.
I don't understand that, because you are a very handsome man.
I am a very, well, here's the thing. I've grown into my looks. In my 20s, I looked like, I was understudying Skeletor. But I've grown into my looks. But here's the thing I've noticed, CJ, as I'm getting older, I'm now 44 in a couple of weeks, I'm now starting to grow out of my looks again.
No.
I peaked at about 39. 39. Oh, yeah, I was hot. Now, I'm on the way out.
No, it's just your mirror. Just give it a clean.
Yeah, it's just the mirror. CJ, thank you very much indeed. I have to say hello to Abstracticus, who's listening to us. Get this. In North Carolina. Or Carolina. Nice one, Abstracticus. You can call us internationally 0044. You start at 0044 344 499 1000. 0044 344 499 1000. And we call you back. Dennis!
Good evening.
Good evening, Dennis.
Right.
Oh.
The easiest way to chase birds when I was young was ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
Could have a series of partners, one after the other, no problem.
Well, you were... What did you use as condoms during the war? Was it like, banana peel?
Condoms? Who used a condom?
Oh, flippin' heck.
Yeah, well, one of those things, wasn't it?
I suppose so. So, because I thought, I read somewhere that it used to use a banana peel and put an elastic band around it.
No.
No, you didn't do that? Okay, yeah, you never know. So ballroom dancing was where you met and flirted.
Company Dickie, they could have a screw and a scrub out at the same time.
They could have a what?
A toothbrush.
Okay. Are you in the same room as your telephone?
Yes.
Because it sounds awful.
I know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, I'm going to cut you off.
All right.
There we go. Nicola Bryant played Perri on Doctor Who. Someone sent me her Twitter feed and wait. I mean, really. The internet is a terrible, terrible place, isn't it? It's such a naughty place. Yeah, it's. I think what do they call them? Millennials. What you millennials need is the Wi-Fi turning off for 6 months. Seriously, all across the world, just take the Wi-Fi codes off of the millennials. As 40, 50-year-olds, we can still use it, but and see what life is really bloody like. Outside of a screen. Not on a screen, through your eyes. Have a look at the world through your eyes and see what it's like. Because you wouldn't stand a chance. You're neck deep in it at the moment. On all of it. All of it. You dirty lot. You dirty, perverted, open relationship, sexual deviants. That's what you are. Well, let's just say, if we took your phones away from you, and got rid of Tinder and got rid of Grindr and got rid of all of those things, you wouldn't have a clue. You wouldn't have a clue how to pick up blokes and pick up birds. You wouldn't know how to do it. I've not had sex for 3 weeks. I didn't have sex for 3 years once. Imagine that. Flipping heck. Good evening, dear listener. Late nights with Iain Lee. 0344 499 1000.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Dennis, what do you want? We finished.
Yes, Monday's the 29th of May, so get your money ready.
Mate, you're not going to make that? That's ages away.
Listen, I don't want your money. I want it to go to charity, but I want the same.
I'm sorry, the line's breaking up, Dennis. We lost him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Good evening. Let's get another record on, shall we? What shall we... Oh, this looks like a good one. This looks like a good one. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Hang on a minute. Little clip. I brought a record player in this evening. I don't know why. It just seemed like a fun idea. Here we go. Here, listen to this. That was good. That's right. It's Ersatz TV themes, guys. Ersatz TV themes. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. It's supposed to be Thursday night top 10 topic throwdown. I've not done my homework, sir. I've only come in with 3 topics. But you can call in about anything. Right? You can call in about the 3 I've got. Sexy pictures. By today's standards, it will be stalking and cock-ups. And you can call in about absolutely anything you want on top of that. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Peter.
Am I actually speaking to a person?
Hello, Peter. How can we help you?
Well, your introduction was a bit unsquishy, but the fact of the matter is, hello from Otherwell. The fact of the matter is, I've been hearing about, including that James Whale, he's talking about people that don't have first languages. Can I make a point of view about that?
Yes.
Well, the fact of the matter is...
Yes.
70 years ago, and I don't think people want to hear that.
What are you beefing on about?
My beef?
What are you beefing on about?
Barra.
Are you real?
Barra, Eust, Isla...
Flipping it.
All Mull, all the other West, Greenock.
Did we get a word in Edgware here?
I don't know. You want to just take the piss or what?
Who's that?
Hey?
Who's that?
Listen, none of these men that sail dame ships could speak English.
Am I talking to myself here?
I don't know.
Just shut it, pal.
Did you say what?
Just shut it, pal.
Shut my cow.
Just shut it, pal.
Oh, here. I think I'm talking to a barra man.
What are you beefing on about?
Your programme, is this Talk Radio?
Yes.
Your programme has spent the majority of the evening talking about Nazi ideology.
No.
Things like you can't be here unless you speak your first language.
Flipping it.
And that I presume, because I'm not sure if I can hear it from you, but I presume it's English.
Yes.
We?
Who the hell is in Jamaica?
Who the hell's who?
Who the hell is in Jamaica?
Oh, eh? This is what you call a breakdown in communication. Anybody that's listening to Talk Radio tonight can be absolutely sure that the BBC and the English language are controlling this.
I've done a little... Please don't go.
0344 499 1000. We might need to get a new dump button, because I think this one's about to break. It's been used so many times this evening. Apologies again to the... You wouldn't have heard that at home. Apologies again to the people on Periscope. If you want to see hear the full unedited show, you watch on Periscope, because you get everything. You get me talking between the breaks, and you get the end of that gentleman's contribution to the show. So apologies for that bad language that you heard there. If anyone knows what that guy was talking about, please, 0344 499 1000. Do let me know, because I haven't got a clue. Oh, my goodness. I think I preferred it when no one was listening. Where are they coming from, guys? Where the hell are these people coming from? Do you know?
Yes.
Well, where is it?
Who, you?
No, not me.
What's the matter with it?
I don't know. Yeah. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you are more than welcome to. Now, here's an interesting story in the papers. And, because a while ago... Oh, I haven't got the mirror, Kath. Could you get the mails? Oh, no, there it is. It's over there. Because a while ago, I did this for real. It was about 8 months. I got rid of my iPhone and I got one of those old Nokia ones. One of the really crappy old ones. The ones that can't even take a picture. It had like original Snake on, not even Snake 2. And it was... Because I was online too much and I was on Twitter and Facebook too much, and I found myself, I'd be out with my kids and I'd be looking at Twitter and refreshing and all of that. So I got rid of that. And I had this and I had it for about 8 months, and in the end it kind of fell apart because it got absolutely battered and it fell apart. And it was good. The annoying thing was I had to you couldn't transfer all the numbers over. So you kind of had to, every time someone sent me a text, I had to reply, who's this, so I could add their number. And also, you could only get, I think it would only hold 20 texts, and replying to a text was it was really hard work. Really hard work. So I did it for about 8 months. I've still got the phone, I think. And I got the phone for like about £8 off eBay or Amazon. £8, I think it was. And the battery on those things. Here's the thing, guys. Because all it does is take phone calls and send texts. The battery would last like over a day. Close to 2 days without having to charge it. Incredible. You go out with an iPhone. I've got a Juice Cube, which I must charge up one day. It's in my bag. I've never charged it. But you go out with an iPhone now, and you've got to the number of times I've rocked up somewhere and said, before we start the meeting, can I just plug in my iPhone? Is that all right? You can't get a day without at least one charge, if not 2 charges. But so they've brought out a crap Nokia again. 12 years after it vanished, Nokia's dumb phone is back, and it only costs £50. Well, you can buy. Hang on a minute. Let me go on, because they sell them on Amazon. The originals, Amazon. Was it a 6410? Is that what it was? No, it wasn't a 6410. I just made that number up. Let's have a little look. I've made the word. Thank you very much. Don't talk in my ear, Ed! Never talk in my ear! 4210. Now let's have a little look. There we go. No. It's not. They've not got it for some reason. But you can get them for about £8. £8 you can get them for. But this one, they're saying it's £50. I'm confused. With text messaging, miniature games, and a range of ringtones, the Nokia 3310... Here we go, that was it. Nokia 3310. Let's try that. 3310. There we go. There's one for £20. There's one for £8. So you can get it. With text messaging, miniature games, and a range of ringtones, the Nokia 3310 was the iPhone of its day. Well, that's a stupid thing to say. It was just the phone. So it's the iPhone of the day. It was a stupid thing to say. Now in a world saturated with social media, video streaming, and HD cameras, the faithful old Nokias are seen as outdated. But 12 years after the tech giant phased out the 3310, a modern version of the iconic dumb phone has gone on sale. But it hasn't, because this one's got loads of stuff on it, including a camera. It has a camera. The 3310 didn't have a camera. It didn't do anything. Honestly, all it was phone calls and texts, and you can get it for £20. And I bet if you went on eBay, you could get it for cheaper. It's proving to be a hit, the article continues. With those yearning for a touch of nostalgia in their lives, as retailers have seen a huge number of pre-orders for the retro phone. Consumers were also attracted by the price tag of $49.99, making it a relatively cheap spare device. A spare device? A spare? A spare phone? More than 126 million of the original handsets were produced between 2000 and 2005. The phone was considered a technological breakthrough as it became an essential for millions. The latest incarnation is an antidote to the... This is what we want. We want antidotes to the bells and whistles, and this is what it promises. Let's have some music to... Oh, no, I've not plugged it in. That's just coming through. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. That's better. That's better. It is an antidote to the bells and whistles of the modern smartphone with countless apps from Facebook to Snapchat and Instagram. It has a small screen, a clunky 2-megapixel camera. Don't put the camera on there. What do you need the camera for? Don't put the camera on there. Don't want a camera on it. Get a camera. Here's a suggestion. Get a camera. And relies on 2.5G connectivity. Why is it connecting to the internet? I don't want it to connect to the internet. So it gets limited internet access. This means users will not spend their days browsing the web and responding to emails when they could be living in the moment. Remember that, guys, living in the moment. Its powerful battery allows users to talk for up to 22 hours, and the phone can last up to a month in standby mode. There's also... Now, here's the thing. There's also an updated version of the popular game Snake. What Snake, you ask? Well, luckily, it describes it here, in which a snake gets longer as it moves around the screen by consuming food. 03444991000. Reviewers at the website Tech Radar said, for those who fondly remember the Nokia 3310, the new model will almost be a no-brainer. Here's the thing, right? Here's the question, technical guys, and I'm probably not speaking to you, dear listener, because if this would work, right, where I could just take out my SIM card and then from my iPhone and then put it in that phone, and it would update, it would have all my phone numbers, I would probably do it again. But I'm never... the thought of having to input phone numbers again, sweet Lord. Sweet Lord. Hey, here's topic number 4. Oh, baby. Here's topic number 4. Phone numbers, right? And this can go off in any direction. Phone numbers. Who still writes down phone numbers? We all know it's the best thing because we've all lost our phones. I feel lost without my phone. I'm going to lose all of those numbers and photos. Buy a camera, write down phone numbers in a book. That's what you need to do. Oh, I've lost all the photos with that phone when I left it on a bus. You should have bought a camera. And you shouldn't be taking so many photos, you idiot. Buy a camera and only take photos when you really, really need to. Why do you need to take a photo of your lunch? Why do you need to take a photo of your kid eating a strawberry? Actually, saying that, there's a really beautiful picture of Dylan as a baby eating a strawberry. He'd stolen it and he had a naughty look on his face. So that I'll let pass. But that... 0344 499 1000. And does anybody actually know their home telephone number? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what it is. I remember my home phone number from between the age of 0 to 11. I remember that. I don't know what my phone number is now at home, but I know what my phone number is here at Talk Radio. It's 0344 499 1000, yeah.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here we go, guys. One call. One call.
Yeah, you mean Paul? Where's my intro music?
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're right. I do apologise. Here we go. Here we go. Yes.
Do you know it's been bugging me where that's from? I can't remember.
Well, that's top secret classified information as well, you know.
I know he's taking the mick out of me somehow. But...
No, I'm not! You're being paranoid!
Okay, maybe so. Black Sabbath did a good job of it.
Okay. What? Yeah, well done, thank you, I get the reference. Black Sabbath were a terrible, terrible band.
Oh, come on, no. Ozzy. You can't knock Ozzy.
Terrible. I've met Ozzy Osbourne, I've interviewed him. The nicest smelling person I have ever met in my life.
Okay, shall I tell you a true story?
Yeah, go on.
That is totally true about Ozzy.
Yeah.
Okay, I got run over once.
Yeah.
And I got both my legs totally shattered to pieces.
Oh, yeah.
I had a compound fracture on my left leg. Yes. You know what a compound fracture is? On my tibia.
Okay.
Yeah, where the bone actually comes out your... Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's this... And the connection to Ozzy Osbourne is...
Okay, I woke up 2 days later in hospital, not remembering anything.
Yeah.
In a hospital bed.
Yeah.
And do you know who was in the bed next to me?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes. Because it was when he had his quad bike accident. Yeah.
When he had his what?
When he had his quad bike accident.
Oh, okay. Well, but Ozzy Osbourne was in the... What?
Local to me, you know that, so you know it's true.
What, in Wexham Park Hospital?
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne was in Wexham Park Hospital, the hospital I was born in.
Okay, right, yes. He was in the bed next to me for 2 days.
Are you sure? Because the last time my mum was in hospital, she was hallucinating, and she was convinced she was in Marks and Spencer's. So sometimes when we're in hospital, our perception is not as accurate as it might be.
Right, yes, I was doped up on a lot of morphine. Yes.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
But no, it's total truth.
Wowzers. Incredible. If you've ever...
God, did he entertain me?
If you've ever been in hospital with celebrity...
Yeah, there's another subject for you, isn't it?
03444991000. Then we go, hospital celebrities. There we go. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not coming up with great topics tonight, Paul, but I've just remembered something. Someone sent me an email. I'll do that in a minute, yes. Oh, there we go. Mr. Malky sending me an email saying, "You're shit, that is all." Okay, thanks, Mr. Malky. I mean, and you're an arse-hole. There we go. Right, Paul. He's wrong. He's wrong.
That wasn't what I was on about tonight.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, can I...
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
Okay, can I finally say, you're talking about condoms?
Yes, I am. Johnny's.
Okay, right. From what I know, just off the top of my head, no, I've not Googled it.
Yeah.
But when I went to Amsterdam once, I went to the Condom Museum.
Oh, second-hand Johnny's.
Okay, I went to the Condom Museum, and they taught me about the history of condoms.
Oh, well, but please, let me get some... Hang on, let me get... Emmerdale Farm isn't condom music. Let me get some condom music from this album.
Oh, God, it was Emmerdale Farm.
Here we go. This is a good one. This will do it. Right, go on. Let's hear about the history of condoms.
Okay, right. Do you know, what do they used to wear in times of, like, what were they, like, the things they just wore to cover themselves? What are they called?
Trousers?
Just cover themselves.
Clothes?
Just a little... Oh, God, my
You're supposed to be teaching me about condoms.
Yeah, right. They're like a leather thing you made out of the leather of the skin of an animal, and you just cover...
Yeah. A jerkin?
No, how you one?
No, I'm not. I don't know what... honestly, I don't know what you just said. I'm going to tell you about the history of condoms, and now we're playing Give Us a Clue.
Sorry. Oh, man. It's like... Oh, of course It's called... Hang
on, let's have a bit more of Bless This House, and then... Okay, you thought about it now?
Okay, right. Okay, right. Forget that. Do you know what I think now?
What?
You were talking the other night, I was talking the other night about music that sounded the same.
Yes. Are we finished the condoms now?
Yes.
Oh, we ain't got any left. Never mind. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say, right, the theme music to Top Cat...
Yes.
that's on the Halifax advert at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, they've got all of the classic cartoon characters banking there.
Okay, the theme tune to Top Cat sounds exactly the same as the theme tune to the Flintstones.
Hang on a minute. Dej, hang on a minute. You've told us this already.
Oh, sure.
Thanks for calling, Paul. There we go. I've just read Mr. Malky's Twitter feed. He's a knob. Yes. Nigel. Let's try again. Nigel.
Hello there. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks, Nige. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. What are you called in for tonight, Nige?
I've got an idea for a subject.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get the topic pen out and let's see if we can write it down. Hey, Nigel, you okay, Nige?
Yeah.
Let's hop aboard the Chattanooga Choo Choo and start chatting. Away you go, Nige.
No, I think you should. A subject: bad jokes.
Oh, I like it. Bad jokes, and we get the listeners to call in with bad jokes. Yeah.
Bad jokes.
Bad jokes.
And I'll start you off with a bad joke, shall I?
As long as it doesn't begin with there are two Pakistanis in a shop, because that could get us in a whole heap of hot water. As much as I like to laugh at those gags, you're just not allowed to these days. Well, the thing is, though, because I don't like jokes. Jokes make me, genuinely now, jokes make me very, very anxious. I get really uncomfortable. Well, because I think it's really rude of people, unless they're a comedian holding a microphone and stood on a stage, I think it's rude of people to tell jokes. Because you're putting,
everybody likes a good joke.
No, they don't. That's
laugh.
No, they don't. And that's the mistake.
Hello. After this week, everybody needs a good belly laugh.
Yeah, and they won't get that from jokes, because jokes is. Here's the thing, and I mean this genuinely. Jokes is bullying.
Really?
Yeah, jokes is bullying in the workplace. If someone is telling you a joke, they are bullying you. Because what they want to do is they want to control and manipulate you, and they want to make you laugh. Now, that means if someone's telling me a joke, the pressure is on me, right? I've got several options. One is I don't laugh. Well, then that lets down the person who's telling me a joke. So that's rude. The other is I kind of fake laugh, because no joke is funny enough to actually make somebody laugh. Well, then that's disrespectful, because I'm being dishonest and I'm trying to be honest to myself and to other people. So someone telling me a joke is really putting all the pressure on me. And I think that's unfair.
A bad joke is quite good because people go, oh, gosh, especially if it's a bad joke.
Yeah, exactly. So bad jokes aren't... You've contradicted yourself, right? So you're saying that we all deserve it, we all need a good belly laugh, and I agree. We need a giggle, we need a chuckle. Well, of course we do. But then you've just said that bad jokes you don't laugh at. You just go...
I know, but you kind of go, and you find it funny. You do find it funny.
No, you don't. No, I don't.
You don't, but other people do.
No, they don't. No one does. They're pretending they do, because they don't want to... They're pretending they do, Nigel, because they don't say what I'm going to say to you now, but they want to. I don't want to hear your jokes. You're not funny. Jokes are not funny, and I will not be bullied by you.
Okay.
Go and tell it to Kath. And no, Kath. Let's. I'm going to watch Kath's face. She's picked up the phone. She's speaking to Nigel. Nigel is about to tell her the joke. Now she'll laugh because she's a sap. She's an absolute sap. Look, she's smiling. She's a polite lady. There we go. Look at that. She's pulled that face and she smiled. She's a polite woman. She's a polite... What was the reaction, Nigel?
She went, and then she went, I'll put you back through.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Okay.
I thought it was quite a good bad joke.
Well, that's a contradiction. That's like saying you're very unique.
I am very unique.
Well,
there you go.
Thank you very much indeed, Nigel. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Don't forget you can listen to us on DAB, online at talkradio.co.uk. That you can also download the Talk Radio smartphone app. I need to mention that more and more because lots of people don't know all the different ways. Also, I spoke to Mr. Cridland and he said you should just keep saying it. That's why you notice in my tweets now I say on DAB, online using these apps. So, Mr. Cridland told me so.
Cridland is full of
it's good.
good ideas.
I went to him and I said, mate, any ideas? And he said, yeah, this is what you need to do. So I need to say it more in the show. You can listen on DAB, you can listen online at talkradio.co.uk, and you can listen on the smartphone app.
Do you know what's funny but perhaps not surprising?
Oh.
We went to all the same people.
Did we?
I messaged
Lloyd.
you.
You went to Lloyd?
Oh, no.
I went to Mr. Lloyd.
Oh, no, I didn't alert Dr. Lloyd.
I went to Mr. Lloyd. If you can also watch us on periscope.tv/Iain Lee, and if you're watching, you'll be able to see Kath's...
Can't see anything.
No,
Can't see my anything.
I put a microphone in the way. I tell you why, because I want people to appreciate you for your talent and not your norks.
Wow. I've not got my norks out. But you'll never know that.
Okie dokie. So, I'll tell you what Nigel reminded me is that someone, by the way, and I can't say anything, I've told you it, but I'm sworn to secrecy, but someone, a listener to this show, has... he's had a really rubbish time recently. He has totally landed on his feet with something, and I can't say what it is, and I wouldn't break the confidence. But well done, mate. I couldn't wish it. Honestly, I couldn't wish what he's going to go through in the next 2 or 3 weeks on a nicer person.
It's about time.
I mean, he's a knob.
Well, I mean, are we... I was going to say we all are. You tend to, but a lot of people are.
I honestly, and hopefully when it's done, when it's finished, he'll let us tell you what it is.
We kind of don't want to know, do we?
Well, he might be. Well, it may be. I don't know, but it's very, very exciting, and I'm genuinely, absolutely thrilled. Now, here we go. So this bloke called Lawrence got in touch.
Oh.
And so I need to unplug the.
Don't do that. What are you doing?
When someone's being electrocuted, what are you supposed to do?
Poke them with a broom.
You're supposed to kick them. Kick them as hard as you can, so it breaks contact with the electrocution
But then
source.
you'll get electrocuted. You get something wooden and poke them with that.
No, don't poke them. You kick them. High velocity, furiosity, coming at you. So, Lawrence has emailed. I've genuinely not listened to this.
Okay.
Hi, Ian. Thanks for letting me send you a demo. I present a weekday breakfast show and try to make it an interesting listen. It's a reasonably successful station, brackets in its area, although I'm not sure interesting is always appreciated. Tell me about it, buddy. Tell me about it. Story of my life. Maybe you or one of your listeners will like it. Then he says some wonderful things about the show that I couldn't possibly comment, but he's right on all of them. So he sent me his radio show reel.
Is this fair playing it out on air? He said pretty
Maybe
much.
you or one of your listeners will like it. So
Okay, yeah. So unless we do a mail shot, no one else is going to hear it, are they?
Okay, so should we play it? And I've not heard this. I've got no idea. Could be brilliant, could be awful, could be whatever. So we're going in.
Morning, Sandy.
Morning.
How are you?
I like his voice.
I do.
I
Friendly.
Yeah, I like it, and it's not cheesy.
Which is always a turn off.
Isn't it?
Great, thanks.
Good stuff. What are we dealing with? We've got a Sandy with a Y or a Sandy with an I?
That is an excellent question. That is a cracking question.
Straight in.
Because they're a bit similar to the Carrie conversation we had earlier on. So he's more polite. I'm learning from this guy. He wasn't doing that's a boy's name, that's a girl's name. He went, was it I or Y? Because that tells you.
Important.
I'll get to continue evusively play.
Good morning.
It's a Y.
Yeah, it's a Y!
Of
course it is. Beautiful question. We now know all about Sandy. All we need to know, all we want to know about Sandy, it's Sandy with a Y.
An I on the end tends to be a bit common, doesn't it?
Oh, if you have an I on the end, then you are a tart, male or female.
Because they tend to do like a heart over the top.
And it
where
means...
the dot should be. Oh, stop it!
Here we go.
A Y like Sandy from Greece.
It is, yeah.
Is that who you're named after?
Probably.
Sandy.
Hey, hang on a minute. He's nicked my act. I could do this.
Singing on air.
Sandy, Sandy baby, oh Sandy baby.
That's weird. Was that weird for you?
Imagine a sandy baby. Imagine a baby covered in glue and rolled around on the beach till it was covered in sand.
I think that's frowned upon.
I know. You'd lose the baby, get taken off you, and you'd probably go to prison. But imagine those pictures. Anyway.
Very.
Right, it was odd, wasn't it, that? Sorry. I have got a small issue, and I don't know whether the radio is the right place for it. I think, can we just stop the music for a minute?
Stop the music.
Thank you. During those last two songs, something happened to me.
Hey!
Here we go.
Here we go. Something happened to him. He got, and it's a great phone-in topic. When have you ever been aroused by a song? Divinal's Touch Myself. That is a sexy song. Any other songs that...
It's that bit in the middle where she goes, oh...
Well, just the whole thing. It's just a wonderful...
She makes a lot of sex
noises.
And,
you know, that's my break, really. Those two songs at the top of the hour, I go out and I put the kettle on, like I just did, pop to the loo, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And what I did when I went to the loo is I've knocked an entire toilet roll off of the ledge where they sit into the toilet.
Yeah, we've all done that.
It's human. It's true to life. We've all done that.
Yeah.
We've all done that, and it's annoying because then the toilet roll's ruined. And you put
can't
it on,
let it dry out, but then it's all wrinkly
you can't
and bloated.
wipe your bum on that. You can't do it because your fingers go through.
Right now, as we speak, there's an entire roll in there.
Oh, he didn't take it out.
And quite frankly, I don't know what to do.
That's, by the way, that make a great stab, wouldn't it? Yes, just plastic
as
population.
far as I can see, I've got limited options.
I'll tell you what, mate, the only way is up for you. Hey!
I either fish or I flush.
No, you can't flush that.
Will it go anywhere?
No, mate.
If I leave it there long enough, does it just turn into like pulp and then it'll go? Advice on the text, very welcome.
I'm doing a music show on Saturday.
I like this.
I'm going to steal that topic because I'm doing a music show on Saturday, 4 till 7. I haven't got the foggiest how to do it. Haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. Doing this. I'm actually stealing this topic. And what's he going to do? Sue me? Yeah, try it, sunshine.
I was talking with Jenny off the afternoon show on Friday, and there was...
Is his voice slowed down a bit? Sounds like his voice is slowed down. Or is maybe that's how he speaks? It's just like deep and slow.
Let's try again.
Something of mice and men.
It does, doesn't it? Does it sound slowed down? It's like if I was talking like that.
Maybe that's just his voice when he's talking about books.
Okay.
And she was saying, oh, you mean the book? And I went, no, the band. And she went...
The bands.
Well, I don't know what's going on now.
No, it's going... But I like it. Still, I'm with him.
Lawrence, I like it. I like it. I like it. Five out of, is what I would say there.
What he's done there as well, he's taken a little bit from you there. He's got a female friend and he's taking the mickey out of her.
He's stolen the act. Well, he's pointing out inadequacies. He's pointing out inadequacies and hoping that person will not be such a loser afterwards. That's what I think he's doing. 0344. By the way, always happy to do on-air demo reels and listen to them. But if they're crap, we will tell you they are crap. We will dismantle you. So only send it in if your ego is strong enough. Ian@IainLee.com, guys. Let's go to Pat. Evening, Pat.
Hi.
Oh, it's Pat. Hello, Pat.
Pat plays that.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Pat.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you, Pat. How are you doing?
Oh, good. I've got some... Well, I was wondering if you could help me.
Well, of course.
Basically, on Saturday, I'm auditioning for the Perri Players' Billy Elliot.
Okay.
And I was wondering whether... Mum's asleep.
Yes.
And I've practiced my tap dancing.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could just have a quick listen and sort of tell me what you think.
Have you got tap dancing shoes?
Yeah. Okay. Stop. Before we start tapping, you need 3 things. It's not just about the taps. Tits, teeth, taps. The 3 fundamentals of tap dancing.
I've got very big tits, Cass.
Excellent. Crack on then, my friend.
And I also needed some advice after with the acting, but don't hang up, will you? Hmm?
Well.
Okay, it's good. I'll start off. Hang on. Are you okay?
I'm okay. You okay, Pat? You sound a bit agitated this evening.
I'm a bit nervous again. I was, like that time I played the song.
Have you got something in your mouth?
I did earlier, but I don't think it's thought to be mentioned over the radio.
It sounds like you got like a sausage in your mouth or something. Have you got a mouthful of sausage? Oh.
Not yet, Ian.
Okay, but you have sausage sandwich after this. I can murder a sausage sandwich right now.
What sauce would you have on it?
Red sauce, brown sauce, or no sauce at all? Red sauce, of course.
Man mayonnaise. So can I just get on with it? Hang on, I'm just putting you on the speaker, Ian.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to hearing his ball change.
Hang on. Right, you ready? Can you hear?
Yes, unfortunately we can still hear you, yes.
Oh. We're going to have a bit of music, but we'll start off, okay?
Okay. Is he walking a horse through the kitchen? Tap dancing to the Grange Hill thing.
Might just work.
Sounds exhausting.
The noises.
You alright, Pat?
Ian?
Yeah, you coughing up a bit of phlegm?
I'm coughing up something. Ian,
Yes. Get your breath back, Pat.
Hang on, take you off speaker.
Yes, okay. Take more. Are there people tell you they're taking you off speaker?
Did you enjoy that?
Well, how are you feeling?
Sweaty.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I've got some dialogue that I've got to learn, and it's Newcastle, and I've never done Newcastle before, and I was wondering whether, Keith or Clive could give me some tips.
Okay, well, you give us the dialogue, and let's see how it goes, Pet.
And they're from Middlesbrough, but, it's close enough, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh. Can I have to go and find the script and ring you back? If you want that, it's up to you. Well, don't rush. Don't.
Well, how long will it take you to find it?
Quite a while. I have to. Mum's in my bed.
Okay. Really, I don't know where we go with that. Yes, line 2. You're on the wireless.
Hi, it's Paul again.
Oh, yay!
I'm sorry. When I talk to Kath before I speak to you, I'm totally fine. But then when I
you
talk
say
to
that
you
you were flirting with her.
Yeah, I made her blush. Probably. Did she tell you?
Yeah, you made her something. Yes, you made her. You made her day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it, Kath?
Look, we've only got 20 seconds till the news, Paul.
Okay, so I'll make it 20 seconds, right? What I was on about condoms, okay? What they originally used was loincloths. That's what I was thinking of.
Thank you very much indeed. What is chamois leather? I know what it is. You use it to dry cars off.
Yeah, it's goat, isn't it?
Is it?
Mm-hmm,
I used to like a good chamois leather, but it's spelled chamois.
Yeah.
Chamois leather. You don't see chamois leathers anymore.
No.
Imagine a baby dressed up in chamois leather, covered in sand. 0344 499 1000. The fun is back, guys. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Oh, another hour of this rubbish. I wouldn't bother listening. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We're playing records tonight. I don't know why, but it just seems like a nice thing to do. Most of these records cost me 10 pence when I worked in Birmingham. I would go to the shop and they had a bin, and if the records had this red sticker on there, were 10p. And I remember once I spent about £2.20.
Gosh,
yeah, it's a lot of records. And I was buying all this crap, and this is the Happy Hammond by Ina Bagger, and Ina Bagger is one of 4 musical sisters. Hang on. I've never read this before. Excuse me while we read the back of this record. Ina Bagger is one of 4 musical sisters, Celeste, Beatrice and Florence de Jong. The latter well known as an organist. Ina was a church organist at the age of 12 and at 14 was earning her living as a cinema organist at the West End and provincial cinemas. Ina has been a frequent broadcaster through the years and has also made several television appearances. She's made several recordings on the pipe. On this album, Ina plays the standards we all love to hear again in ultra-high fidelity, covering the full range of the organ. In fact, if you listen close enough, you might even be able to hear her change the drawbars of the organ. I mean, I don't even know... 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Spread the word, dear listener. If you switched off because we got heavy and we got too introspective, we'll still visit those places, but the fun is back. The Giggle Factory is open for laughs, guys, and you is all welcome. You can listen online at www.talkradio.co.uk. You can download the Talk Radio app, or you can listen to us, of course, on DAB. Catherine, you look like you were about to say something.
No, I'm just laughing because, you know, people are telling you about their adolescent awakenings.
Oh, yes.
I'm getting loads through, and virtually every single one of the people that the blokes are telling me about are people that I wanted to be when I grew up.
Oh, there we go. So you wanted to be a prick tease? Is that what...
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Lois... Lois Lane.
There we go. Oh, Lois Lane. I never liked Lois Lane. I thought she was too smoky.
She was a pain, wasn't she?
She was too smoky. I didn't like her.
But she was a cool reporter.
Nicola Bryant.
It's a bit before my time.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'll be more than welcome to. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is what I want to do. This is what I want the whole show to be, and I've completely forgot. Got no calls, by the way, so now would be an excellent time to call in. Tomorrow, of course, it'll be called straight to air, and we will only be accepting calls from withheld numbers. That's how it works.
How do you do withholding? Is it 141?
141, isn't it? I think 141 will do it. 141 will do it. I wouldn't be surprised if 141...
Oh, what's this one? Guantanamera.
One ton tomato. Here we go. Right, so 10 bizarre ways to keep your youth. The market in anti-aging products is worth £110 billion annually. You suckers. You suckers. You know that stuff don't work because people look old. And the people that have plastic surgery look stupid. The ones that do it to look young look stupid. And none of this stuff works. But if you're prepared to get experimental, you can fight off the years on a budget. As the novelist George Orwell said, I don't think I've ever read a George Orwell book.
What, The Road to Wigan Pier and all that?
Oh, he did Animal Farm, didn't he? I read Animal Farm. I read that. Because I think we had to... No, I don't think we had to read it at school. I think I read it because I was being a bit pretentious. I found it really boring.
Was it? I've not read it.
Very heavy-handed. 1984, of course. Now, there was a film of 1984. It was a film of Animal Farm, but I'm not watching that. Even though I was offered it on VHS, I said, I'm not interested, mate. There was a film of 1984, which, of course, I believe, if I remember correctly... Oh, hang on a minute. God, doing spontaneous here. Hang on. If I remember correctly, the theme tune to the film was.
Is it really?
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. That was the Eurythmics. Sex Crime, because sex was a crime, wasn't it, in 1984?
I don't know.
John Hurt was the film. Here's the thing. I keep thinking, I wouldn't mind seeing the film of 1984, but is it rubbish? I don't want to watch it if it's rubbish.
0344 499 1000. You, dear listener, have become my own personal IMDb, Internet Movie Database. Is the film of 1984 worth watching? Just phone up, say yes or no, and that's it. You can put the phone down. That's all we need to know. John Hurt was in it, and a lady, and they had sex.
Did
and it
they?
was a crime.
Oh, gosh.
Sex crime! And I think the film came out in 1986. But apart from that, George Orwell wasn't even his name, was it? Pseudonym. He had a different name. It's like Stephen Samuels or something.
Oh.
I think. Well, if I were put on the thing, was George Orwell his real name? And if it wasn't, what was his real name? I go, no, it wasn't. It was Stephen Samuels. I think. Something like that. It was what they call a pseudo-name.
A nom de plume.
Try telling that to Ruby Wax. At 50, everyone gets the face they deserve, says George Orwell. Try telling that to Ruby Wax. The 64 is she? 64-year-old comedian has revealed that she combats the ravages of time with a cold shower every morning. I've started to bathe and shower in really cold water as I've heard it gives you a youthful complexion. I can't think of anything worse. I hate that when there's no water and you've got to have a shower. Most days, if there's no water, I can get away with it. But if you've got like an important meeting or you're doing a bit of TV, you've got to have a shower, cold shower.
The worst scenario is when you're the last one in the queue to have showers and you get in and it's warmish and then quickly it's freezing.
Oh, I can do that.
Tricked.
No, I can do that because you just wash. If you know it's warmish and you know it's not going to last, do it quickly. And your body acclimatises to it. But getting in straight cold, no, mate. No. Not unless I have to. So here we go. Here are 10 anti-aging facial treatments.
Go on.
Number 1, the geisha facial.
The what?
The geisha facial.
What's that constitute?
An ancient remedy, the geisha facial, is a traditional Japanese skincare treatment. The principal ingredient of which, here we go, I've got some of this actually, I was wondering what to do with it, nightingale droppings. Unfortunately, you can't simply collect your own droppings. The nightingales in question are of a specific breed, only found on the Japanese island of Kyushu. But with Victoria Beckham and Harry Styles fans, it's worth bearing in mind if you're ever in the area. They don't do that, do they? Do they really? Snail jizz. The rejuvenating power of snail slime was first recognised by the ancient Greeks. But after it was observed that Chilean snail farm workers in the 1980s had remarkably smooth hands, the serum became a common extract in anti-aging products. Oh, this is disgusting. If you don't scoop it up and rub it on, you've got to let the snails go over your face. Dirty.
Take ages.
If you can overcome your squeamishness, allowing the mollusks to spaff over your face will pay dividends. No, I'm not doing that. No. Dirty. Here we go. Here's one. This is a good one. Love this. Breast milk. Breast milk facial. Whoa. Squirt it. Squirt it at me. Please someone call in and stop me reading out this list. 0344 499 1000. Mothers have known for centuries that breast milk has a wealth of natural healing properties for their babies, including eczema and eye and ear infections. You ask if your baby's got something on their face, you're supposed to squirt it on their face, aren't you? Yeah. Supposed to just.
Don't remember that one.
Well, not. I don't mean. I mean, you get a little bit and you wipe it on there if they've got an eye infection. Well, milk is bad if you've got. It's good for you if you've got a sty in your eye, isn't it? Milk. Know. Yeah. No, I occasionally get styes in my eyes, and tonight on Styes in Their Eyes, Matthew, I'm going to be covered in baby milk. No, not baby milk. Babies don't milk. One of the best phone-ins I ever did was about milking cats. So
people do it?
Yeah. You can milk a cat. Rylan milked himself in front of me once.
Oh, no. That's
No, he did. Rylan milked himself off in front of me. From his nipple.
That's an infection, surely.
No. He could milk his nipples. Honestly, I swear to God. So it was only a matter of time before the same logic was applied to grown-ups, whether dabbing it on a skin cream to tackle acne. Here's the thing, kids. There's nothing that works for acne. You just wash your face. That's it. Just have a wash. That's all you got to do. It's the best you can do. or going for the full facial, the all-natural vitamins and enzymes will give you smooth, hydrated, elastic skin. I'm not convinced. 0344 499 1000. Dan will speak to you after this.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here you go. Have a listen to this. Listen to this. This is great. 12-string guitar. Playing 12-string is very, very hard. Okay, so you think it's playing lead on a 12-string is very hard. Here we go. There's only one man that can do this. Only one man that could do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the astounding 12-string guitar of Glenn Campbell. A whole album. What a man! What a man! Playing 12-string lead guitar. One of the best guitarists there ever was. He could play anything. Literally one of the best guitarists. Never gets the credit for the guitarist he was. Just absolutely blinded. 0344 499 1000. Dan's on the line. Good evening, Dan.
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Dan. What have you got for us?
The answer is yes.
Is that all you need to say?
No, I can expand.
Well, no, it's up to you. If you're happy just to say yes and go, you can. If you want to chat more, you'd be very, very welcome.
Well, I am a first-time caller, but 1984 is an amazing film.
Is it? Because I remember it at the time coming out, and it getting. I thought it got quite ropey reviews, but I would have only been 11 at the time, so it wasn't quite on my radar.
Yeah, I can't remember when it was exactly released, but I was probably too young to watch it then.
They must have released it in 1984, mustn't they? Otherwise, what was the point?
You'd like to think so.
But I've got a feeling it was like 86 or 87 or something.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those films that's kind of got that real grittiness to it. Like if you've ever seen, you've seen Threads.
Flip it!
Yeah.
Oh, Threads haunts me. I watched Threads when I was 15, and maybe a bit younger, and it just ruined my childhood. And then I watched it again about 10 years ago. I bought it on DVD, and it is the bleakest film. And then every time we mention Threads, people get in touch and say, "Oh, we were forced to watch that at school." Imagine. Have you ever seen Threads, Kath? Jeez, it is the bleakest, without any exaggeration. It is the bleakest film in the world, isn't it, Dan?
It's one of those movies where you watch it and it's pretty terrible, and you think it's going to end there, and then it just keeps going.
It keeps on going and keeps on going. I think it's about half an hour too long. I think when they're fighting over a sheep and stuff, it's a bit. But it does. It just gets worse and worse and worse.
I think it's a good movie because it shows what the next generation's going to have to deal with if it all goes a bit.
If a nuclear bomb goes off near Sheffield, we're all screwed. I mean, and tell you what's so bleak is because you watch it and you're kind of set up to think everyone's going to be all right. It'll be horrible, but then everyone will be all right, and they're not.
They're not. No.
No one is. No one comes out of it well. It's just.
Well, if you want more of that, then I suggest you watch the wonderful John Hurt in 1984.
I was wondering if 1984 was going to be more like Brazil in that slightly, Brazil in that wonderful dystopian view of the future. Which is it's kind of slightly Big Brother is watching you. Have you seen Brazil?
I'm ashamed to say I haven't. I've been waiting for it to come on Netflix or...
Oh, mate, no. Treat yourself. Get it on, honestly, get it on DVD. It's worth seeing a good quality version of it on DVD. It will never come on Netflix because but it is absolutely stunning. And Michael Palin and Jonathan Pryce, masterclasses.
Oh, cool, I'll give that a go.
Dan, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers for the first time call. 0344 499 1000. Brazil. Have you seen Brazil?
No.
Oh, Catherine.
What is going on? You've not seen Threads? Don't watch it. Well, watch it, but don't watch it. You've got kids. Wait till your kids are grown up and are working in a foreign country. Threads is honestly it's horrible. And the fact we've mentioned it, people will be having nightmares. And it ruined Threads. I can say this without exaggeration. Threads ruined my life.
What?
It ruined my life. I watched it I want to say it came out in 1984. So I would have been 11. And I saw it in Farnham. We'd moved, so I was older than 11, maybe 13. I don't know. Don't want to tell me the year. It is the bleakest. There's no let up. There is no let up. It is relentless. And you think, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. No one is. No one is.
Well, thanks for the recommendation, Barry Norman, but I think I'll knock that one on the head before
I think you
ruining
should watch
my
it.
life.
I think you should probably... I think you should watch it. Just to get a glimpse of why my life is so miserable.
Oh, okay.
And I watched it 10 years ago. I've got it on DVD, and I thought, I'll watch it, because it can't be that bad. Oh, flipping heck. It's just, oh, God, traffic wardens with machine guns. Oh, it's honestly, the woman who wets herself, she gets a credit on IMDb as the woman who wets herself. It's horrible.
God.
But Brazil is a masterpiece. Brazil is Terry Gilliam's finest. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Time Bandits, and I like Baron Munchausen. Have you seen that?
Love Baron Munchausen.
And that got slated. I think it's because he spent a fortune on it and he didn't recoup it. But I love Baron Munchausen. I think it's brilliant. I think Eric Idle and Robin Williams. I just think it's great.
Me and my sister were obsessed with that as kids.
But Brazil is, Brazil is bleak. It's not even near as bleak as Threads, but it is this dystopian future where everybody. It's kind of cribbed a bit from 1984. And Michael Palin is just stunning in it. I wonder how much. I reckon Brazil you can probably get for pennies, can't you, on DVD? I reckon you could probably get Brazil for 1 penny on DVD. There we go. 91 pence. 91 pence. Oh, it's a Criterion Collection. What's on the Criterion Collection? Hang on a minute, guys. What's on the Criterion version? I don't know. We'll have a little look maybe when we're not doing a radio show, perhaps.
A bit busy.
499 1000 is it's 2 discs. What's on the second disc, guys? It doesn't say in the description. It doesn't say. Excited about Twin Peaks coming back?
Well, I did kind of enjoy it, although I don't think I got it when I watched it the first time around. Did you watch the film Fire Walk with Me?
Can I just say, we've got a text here, a tweet here from Hedy. Please stop talking about Threads. After we watched it in General Studies, I was beaten up by lesbians. Okay.
Gosh.
There were a couple of Twin Peaks films, weren't there?
Well, I remember Fire Walk with Me. I remember watching that when I was babysitting, and it scared me.
I didn't really I didn't watch Twin Peaks first time around. I watched it about 15 years ago, and then you couldn't get the second series. The second series only recently came out on DVD, so I had to buy a hooky Spanish version. And then about 5 episodes from the end, you find out who the killer is, and I got bored and never watched it, never finished it.
I read the book, The Diary of Laura Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that got passed around our
series. So the new series is coming out. Is Carl McLaughlin in it?
Yeah.
Okay, I probably won't watch it.
Tell you what I do want to watch.
Yes.
Handmaid's Tale's coming out on Channel 4. People have been going
Which
on about
one? The
it.
Korean version?
No. That's at the cinema.
Yeah. So it's all right.
No, this is the one with Elizabeth Moss in it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be...
Hello, Andrew Louth, who's just started listening. Sorry you're not getting any sleep, dude. But I'm glad you're listening. And you will lose your job, and your relationships will break down as a result of you becoming crotchety and tired and nervous and anxious. But still, hey, so at least you found the show. That's what
figures.
counts.
It's all about figures.
That's what counts, yes. Cactus massage. Have you ever had that hot stone therapy?
I've had bubbly mud.
What's bubbly mud?
Well, it's mud that's bubbly.
Well,
right, this is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Me and my sister both went, and my mum went for bubbly mud massage, right? Yeah. They didn't have to strip off.
Oh, you've told me about this, yeah, and you did.
She got me completely starkers for that. Anyway, so yeah, they put it on you.
Sorry for her.
They put the mud on, and then they put like cling film over the top, and then you lie on it, and you can feel it going. It's not an unpleasant sensation. I'm not convinced it does anything.
The hot stones, they're really hot. Really hot, and they're big stones. If anyone could tell me the benefit of hot stone therapy, it burns. It's like putting a coal on you. Why would you put a coal on you? You know, firewalking is easy.
You've said this to me, but I've never tried it.
It's easy. I could do it now. Because you don't do it when it's like, you don't do it on the you don't do it when it's flames. You do it when it's subsided, right?
Right.
And it's all to do with pressure points. And so you don't put your heel down to your toe like you're walking. You put it flat down, flat down, flat down. The heat then gets dispersed through the foot. Easy. I could do it. I could do it now. Piece of cake. Anyone that does, we went on me and Tristan went on a great team building course with the rest of the guys. And at the end of it, it was magical. We firewalked. So what? It's easy. It's easy. Piece of cake. I tell you what would be great to do: a Lego walk.
Oh God, no!
Flipping Lego walk. You got a big 12-foot Lego walk. You do that. You do that.
That's the sort of thing they do in specialist clubs for perverts.
Cactus massage. The idea of a smart rub down with nature's most prickly plant doesn't exactly scream beauty therapy. Think again. In Mexico. Jesus, he's an idiot. Number 4 is made up then because it's cactus oil massages.
Well, it's not the same thing.
Well, it's not the same thing. It's aloe vera, isn't it? A cactus or peyote. Why? All right. I don't want to do it as a phone-in. Right?
Go on.
But why are magic mushrooms, peyote, and marijuana, not super skunk, not DDT, why are peyote, magic mushrooms, how can peyote, magic mushrooms, and marijuana, how can that be illegal? When they're just plants that grow.
And moonshine.
Well, no, because moonshine you've made. Moonshine you've had to make. Moonshine you've had to do something to it. Those things, they just grow. Like, there'll be people now, it's not really the season, but there'll be people now who'll be going to a cow field in Wales. It grows near cow manure. And they will know that there'll be magic mushrooms there. It grows. Magic mushrooms, here's an interesting thing. I read a really interesting thing. I read the headline. It's helpful with depression. It kind of resets the clock a little bit for some people. Not encouraging you to take it, of course. But how can they be illegal when it's just... How can a plant be illegal? How can plants be illegal? There's plants on the ground there. So, right, there's the mushrooms growing. Those ones, don't eat them because they're poisonous. Those ones, I can eat them and put them on toast. Those ones I can eat. I can have a psychedelic experience and talk to the cat. How is that? How can it even be illegal? I don't understand how you can make a plant that grows naturally around cow feces.
What, like heroin?
Well, no, because the heroin you have to process. The mushroom you can pick it up and eat.
Right.
The peyote, it's the juice of a cactus. You just open it and drink it.
Right.
Weed, it just grows. It just grows. You put it in a cigarette and smoke it. Heroin, you've got to process it to get the heroin out of it. Cocaine comes from the cocoa plant, but you have to process it, right? Although you can chew the leaves, apparently. But how can magic mushrooms be illegal when it's just a plant that grows by cow shit? Answer that.
I can't answer
exactly.
That.
You can't. There's no answer to it. The man is trying to control us. He ain't controlling me. I've switched off, baby. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
You said it's like making bananas illegal.
Well, it's a bit.
And I don't buy this thing. Oh, bananas aren't a fruit. They're a herb. Shut up, mate. They're a fruit. They're in the fruit section. No, they're not. They're not. And tomatoes aren't a fruit. They're a vegetable. Oh, oh no, actually, can you name some vegetables, children? Yeah, potatoes, onions, tomato. I'll stop you there, children, actually, because here's an interesting thing. Tomatoes aren't actually a vegetable. They're a fruit. Jog on, mate. They're a vegetable because you don't put fruit in a salad unless it's one of those Ponzi salad with oranges in which case then you're probably a paedophile.
Wow.
Because
where did that come from?
Anyone who puts orange in a fruit is a nonce. As far as I'm concerned,
as far as I'm concerned, that's a big indicator, and you should start phoning up the authorities.
Gosh.
Have you had an orange in a salad?
Yeah, it was weird. I've had it once.
It's disgusting.
And this was in the Lake District.
It's disgusting.
You'd think Cumbria, they're a lot more straightforward than that. What on earth were they thinking?
Disgusting, and anyone that does it should be reported for. If it's not nonsense, they've done some kind of sex crime.
Certainly a deviation from the norm.
So you don't put fruit in a salad, but you put tomatoes in a salad, so it's a vegetable, right? And bananas. Oh, tell me why it's a herb. Go on, tell me why.
Because it grows, right? Because it I don't know. Because it grows in a herbal way.
So you haven't got a clue. It's just.
It doesn't grow on a tree.
Yes, it does. Bananas grow on a tree.
No, it's like a bush plant thing.
What are you talking about? Bananas grow on a tree? They're growing a banana tree.
No, I've seen them. They're not on a tree.
What the hell are you talking about?
They're on a plant.
I've seen the fellas shimmy up them and chop them down.
You're lying. They don't shimmy up.
It's a flipping banana tree.
It is not.
You're fake news, you are. You're fake news. You're fake news. You're like David Vance, and you're fake news. You are Raheem Kassam. Fake news. You're worse than Prison Planet with what you're doing. You are worse than Katie. What's her name? And Prison Planet.
Don't you dare.
No, because it grows on a banana tree.
They grow upside down.
Oh, for crying out loud! So herbs grow upside down, do they?
Something like that. Yeah.
Idiot. Wind. The Bob Dylan song was written about you.
Idiot Wind?
Yeah, mate, because you fart a lot and you talk rubbish.
Wow!
Bananas are a fruit, right? Bananas
They're not.
Are a...
Fruit's got to have seeds inside it. That's why a tomato's
What is that stringy stuff in bananas, and how do we get rid of that?
The stringy stuff?
Yeah, that is disgusting.
What makes a banana?
That is disgusting.
My kids, right, I found... Talking of that, that's actually a bugbear of mine.
Yeah, go on.
Someone in my house,
yes,
and I don't know whether it's a child or an adult.
Yeah,
I have suspicions.
Yeah, of course you do.
Pulls the stringy stuff off and just lobs it down the side of I find it down the side of the sofa. I find it all over the place.
Okay,
discarded stringy stuff.
Well, I flick it.
Horrible.
I will waz it across the room. Wang it. I'll wang it across the room.
Hoy it.
Do they still? Here we go. Things that they don't do anymore that they used to do. 0344 499 1000. You've stopped calling in, and that's absolutely fine, guys. That's absolutely fine. I know you're loving the show because it's the show. They used to welly wanging, cowpat tossing.
Yeah.
They used to get a dry cowpat and frisbee it. And what you can't do anymore, dwarf tossing. And I mean throwing them. You can't do that anymore.
No.
Even if the dwarf wants it? No, I can't do it. Sorry, mate. But he says it's all right. Well, it's demeaning. But he says it's all right. It's demeaning. You're demeaning him. What's demeaning of demeaning? Eh? You're demeaning him by refusing his ability to make money. I was going to give him 50 quid to toss him. Not allowed to do it anymore. Outrageous.
You can carry wives.
What?
They do that wife carrying thing, don't they, in Finland?
What's that?
They pick a wife up and race. But sometimes I think it's unfair.
Because sometimes the wives are bigger than the men.
Don't marry what you can't
cheese rolling.
carry.
They've tried to ban cheese rolling.
Dangerous.
What is wrong with this country where we can't do bog snorkeling?
You can still do that, can't you?
Yeah, I know, but they'll make it illegal soon. And
what about that real football?
Oh, yeah,
that's nuts.
That's good. You're allowed to take chains and things.
Kick each other's heads.
I'll be honest, guys. I've got nothing to talk about for the next 25 minutes, and you're not calling in. So up yours. Here we go. Bee venom therapy. Now this is real. This is a real thing. You're still doing things
this
that make you look
stuff does
young.
not make it right. This stuff.
Yep.
None of this. I mean, you talk about cactus, but that wasn't real. They weren't being pricked with it, were they?
No.
But the bee venom thing.
Yep.
There's loads of quote-unquote treatments. All they do is make your face swell up. So, yeah, you've got no wrinkles, but you've also got no features. You can't see your eyes or anything.
While the nasty bit in a bee sting has been used by doctors to help treat rheumatoid arthritis, neuralgia and multiple sclerosis, it's also been endorsed by Gwyneth Paltrow as a means of combating wrinkles.
Yeah, but she steams her nether regions as well. I mean, there's a lot of ridiculous things she's been doing.
If anyone wants a band name, get a pen and paper now. Gwyneth Paltrow's Steamy Vag. I've been stung by bees, she said. It's a thousands of years old treatment. People use it to get rid of inflammation and scarring. It's actually pretty incredible if you research it. Anyone that says, yeah, go and research it online, you know they're a wacko. But man, it's painful. Nibbling fish. I thought they banned the nibbling fish because it was cruel, because fish were getting AIDS, weren't they?
I thought it was because people were getting infections.
Yeah, well, no, exactly, because so they would bite someone who's got AIDS, they would eat their... No, this is true. Honestly, this isn't even me being silly now. This is me actually being true. The fish would nibble your feet, and if you had AIDS, they could catch AIDS, or like Hep C or something.
Yeah.
And then the next person they would bite, there was a small chance of them catching AIDS or Hep C, but they could still catch it from it, and so they had to stop it. But and also it's cruel, isn't it? It's cruel to let a fish eat your foot.
Well, they like it.
I tell you what does work, maggots in a wound, and they do that in hospitals now. Didn't we have a caller the other day?
Yeah.
Didn't Gatford have maggots in his foot?
And leeches they use.
That's just he's a dirty bastard.
That was his special request. Leeches as well they use, don't they? Still.
Yeah, leeches, they suck the blood. But maggots, they'll put maggots in a wound to eat the mouldy flesh.
Oy.
I mean, really, that is, what if they put 10 maggots in, 8 maggots come out. Jeez. Means there's 2 maggots in your body. That is disgusting. Things that live in your body. Maggots?
Bacteria.
No, I'm talking about proper things, not made up things.
Oh.
Tapeworm. Brisket? Is brisket something?
Brisket's meat.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought brisket was like a snail that lived inside you.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a snail that lives inside you.
You can get spiders up your anus.
That fish up your willy's not true.
No, Kath, you've read the wrong internet sites. You need to read the right internet.
No, it's not true. You can swim.
Sites.
You can swim in the Amazon without one crawling.
Oh no, yeah, all right, mate.
Urethra.
No, you're all right, mate. You go off and do that, and good luck to you. And let's see you when you got crabby fish in your. Oh my God. Well, that's what'll happen, mate. Because it's all right. Apparently, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, they don't do it when you're swimming. It's when you're having a wee. They swim up your wee.
It's not true.
It is true, mate.
It's not.
It is true. I read it on. I saw
do it, and we'll see who's right.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. You think I'm stupid?
Well.
Yeah, that's that story done. I think really, that's that story done.
Don't do any of that stuff. Just stay out of the sun.
Says the woman who looks like my dad when we went to Spain in 1982.
I'm not saying I'm doing it. I'm just saying.
Bright red with when then you got Mark's hair. Ridiculous.
I know. What a silly sausage. I went out in the garden and made the podcast, so I hope you appreciate the podcast because it's led to me being like a side of bacon.
I cannot work in the garden.
Oh, I love it.
I cannot work in the garden. No. I
had a bikini top on though, and I was worried that the neighbours were watching.
I hate the garden.
Why?
Just an awful place to be. It really is an awful place to be, and I get no pleasure from it whatsoever. It's I look around and see all the work that needs to be done.
Oh, I could ignore that.
No, I'd rather. Here's my favourite thing to do on a hot sunny day is to stay in the living room and draw all the curtains and watch a film. That is, or play Xbox. That for me.
Screw you, sunshine.
By the way, guys,
attention seeker.
approximately 2:15 this morning, I will be on Xbox Live, Audio Candle 7001. It's just the random name they came up with, and I will be playing Rainbow Six Vegas. Okay, now the old game. That's right, the old game, Rainbow Six Vegas. Now the reason I say that is because last night I spent half an hour waiting for someone to come and join me in a game. No one did.
Oh.
So about 2:15, Audio Candle 7001, Rainbow Six Vegas. Come and join me. We'll have a good game. I like to turn team kills on because I like shooting my own team. Keeps them on their toes. If you do it to me, I'll boot you. But it's just a little bit of fun. Literally got nothing to talk about. Someone call in, please, for God's sake. 03444991000. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here we go. She is a sexy lady.
She knows.
What? 03444991000. Let's go to Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Evening. How's it going, Ian?
It's going all right, fella. What you got for us?
A couple of things. I've heard about them fish swimming up the weir as well and killing people.
It's true. It's true. It's what they do. Kath is spreading misinformation that will kill. Do you know what? Those fish that swim up your wee and go climbing your willy is the biggest killer of young men in the Amazon over anything. And she is spreading misinformation and lies, Chris.
It's.
Does it work the same with a woman as well?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But if she wants to take that risk, you go ahead. I ain't peeing in the Amazon.
No. The other thing was, you was on about the other day, places to hide and that.
Oh, yeah, go
on. Which reminded me, I had my daughter over stopping with me last week and we'd played hide and seek.
Fantastic. She's 27 years old. I'm joking.
And I went in the bathroom and got in at the side of the water tank.
Yeah.
She found me after a couple of minutes, but by the time I got out, she was sat on the settee eating sweets, watching telly.
Oh, really? You were stuck in there for so long that she got bored?
Yeah, I was in there for 7 minutes. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, oh no! What did you have to? What part of your anatomy? Oh, hang on a minute. What part of your body was getting in the way?
My belly and my foot got stuck behind the water tank.
You pudding. What a brilliant dad, though.
Oh, fair, well played. Thank you, Chris. Anything else?
No, that's it, mate. Good show.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Let's go to Sam. Good evening, Sam.
Hello.
Hello, Sam. What you got for us?
So basically, Ian, I want to know your opinions on boys nowadays having one-night stands with girls, and if you feel that boys aren't taking girls out for dinner like in the olden days, like my mum and dad used to do.
Wait a minute.
The olden
what do you mean
days.
in the olden days? What are you talking about, kids? The olden days?
Yeah, the olden days. My dad was never having one-night stands. He had to take birds out for dinner if he wanted to get in.
He had to. Someone's called in to ask about young people having no respect for women, and he's saying his dad had to take birds out for dinner if he wanted to get in.
My God.
Yeah.
Well, but it's always been the way that people have had one-night stands.
Well, I don't feel like it is, Ian, because from speaking to my dad and his friends about it back in the day, and if you go to places like Iron Napa, Ibiza, and all their party island sort of place, I don't even want to discuss the sort of things that I've seen there.
What have you? Well, no, don't discuss. Well, no, people.
I'm not going to. No,
don't. You don't. Hang on, you sound about 12 years old.
Me? Oh no, I do. No, I do sound about 12, but I can assure you, I'm 21 years of age.
What year were you born?
1995.
Oh, God.
No, people were born that late.
That's the year I left school.
Flipping it. I was at university then. I certainly wasn't having one-night stands. Well, no, I think, Sam, we should respect women, and women should respect men, and no one should have sex until they're married. How's about that?
Well, marriage, I don't agree with that, because how are you going to know that you're in love with the person if technically you haven't made love, as it's called?
Yes.
Like, you got to try out the merchandise before you buy it.
Wowzers!
Well, the thing is, why are you going to buy the restaurant if you're getting the buffet for now?
There we go. Let's go to David Badcock.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, David.
He sounded like he was from the Essex way, didn't he?
He did sound common as muck, yeah. For those who don't know, David Badcock is a paranormal investigator, and he makes films. If people want to find you on YouTube, on Facebook, and cyberbully you, how do they find you, David?
Well, I'd like it if they didn't cyberbully me, but
they might want to. It's what young people do. So how would they find you so they can abuse you online?
So it's David Badcock.
Just spell that. Badcock. B-A-D cock.
Badcock.
Badcock. David Badcock.
B-A-B.
Badcock. Sorry, okay.
B-A-B.
Yes, the Badcock, yes. Okay, and you post videos of you on their ghost hunting. Now, I don't watch them with the sound up, but sometimes if I've got my Facebook page open, I see them, and they look very professionally done.
Yes. Well, thank you.
No? But they're all in black and white.
No. The latest one wasn't in black and white, actually.
Okay, well, I've probably unfriended you now, so I don't.
Oh, please don't. Anyway, how are you, Ian?
Oh, the conversation starter. I'm very well, thank you, David. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm in a bit of a predicament, though.
Oh.
I listened to last night's show quite intently.
Yes.
I had a lot of subjects you were talking about that I'd like to talk about.
A very lot of subjects, yes.
A very lot of subjects.
Yes.
However, I shied away from it.
Why did you shy away from it?
A bit of the stage fright.
Oh, you got nervous.
I got a bit nervous. However, tonight I plucked up the courage, but I haven't listened to a second of the show.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
I don't know what to talk about.
Well, you can talk about the stuff you were going to talk about last night.
Sexy CD covers.
Yes.
Have you ever seen it? Is This It by The Strokes?
I'm going to Google it now. Is This It by The Strokes? Let's have a little look.
It's got a ladies area.
Where? You've picked no. No, it hasn't. It's just got like a map, an old map.
Beg pardon?
It's just like an old map.
Is This It by The Strokes?
Is this it?
Is this it?
Is this it?
Well, no. Is this it?
Is this it by The Strokes?
Yes, is this it?
I don't know. Is this it?
I don't think that's it.
Is this it?
Has it got a picture of a lady's bottom?
No, it's a map. Gosh, it's that one. Is this? Oh, that's it. There we go.
Yes.
The thing is, I think it's a man. Isn't it?
Can I have a look?
That's a man.
I've got the backstory.
Pulling it between the legs. That's a man.
Touching his own bum.
That's a man.
I've got the backstory.
Sorry?
I've got the backstory.
I don't know what that means.
I've got the backstory to the album cover.
Beautiful. Let's hear it.
It is actually the girlfriend of the photographer who made the picture.
That's a great backstory.
Are you still looking at the picture?
No, I'm just looking at my Facebook page now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's a poor attempt at a joke. Anyway, hope you all are well. I've run out of things to say.
Well, you ran out at the start of the... I've just tweeted your Facebook page.
Oh, no. Bugger.
Unbelievable. Oh, I saw a great story.
Mm-hmm.
This was I was going to do. If we were a proper phone-in show, we'd have done this as a phone-in. It's actually it's quite a good one. They've when you go to graves, right? The British headstones are boring. They're boring. Right? They're boring, old-fashioned. The Chinese do good ones.
Photos on.
The Jewish do quite good ones, I think, actually. The British ones, they're boring, you know. The British Christian ones are quite dull. No more.
Pressure pads and speakers.
High-tech headstone brings dead to life.
Oh, God.
For those looking forward to an eternal rest free of smart technology, it might come as a blow to find that the digital age can now follow them into death. A firm in Slovenia... Is that a place?
Yes.
Is selling the world's... This is flipping brilliant. I love it. The world's first digital tombstone with a 48-inch touchscreen allowing mourners to view pictures and videos of their loved ones as well as pages of text. That is great. Look at that. That is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is great. It's tastefully done. It's beautiful. It's a classy bit of kit. $2,500. Well, how much does a normal headstone cost? They cost a fortune. This sounds like a bargain. $2,500 device looks like any other gravestone from afar, but standing in front of its sensors brings the display to life. What of course you'd want is the person going, "Hi, if you're watching this, then I'm dead."
But don't be sad, you can look at all my pictures.
Families can put anything they want on it, but when no one is around, it'll just show a person's name and their birth and death dates. Milan Zorman of the University of Maribor in Slovenia is working on a mobile phone app for the headstone to let mourners hear the soundtrack of any videos being played. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely fantastic. I would love that. I would love that. But I would want to film something before I died. Me having a little... a little dance, a little boogie, or something. I sat there being very serious. Or you sit there, but you sit still. Boo! Like that. That made you jump there, but imagine.
You know, I'm very easy to make jump.
So it looks like it's a picture, and then boo, boo. Oh, I'd love that. I would absolutely love that. I think that's great. The stories are all a little bit rubbish.
By the time we die, they'll have like hologram gravestones and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd be walking about.
Yeah, be walking about, innit?
That'll be obsolete, that. Robo headstones.
Hang on a minute. Oh, this is good. This is good. Silly sausages. She's not 11, is she?
Who?
Oh, no, but one of them... OK. The fire brigade had to be called to rescue a woman wedged alongside her schoolgirl niece in baby swings. They got in the baby swings.
Idiots.
Get on the swing, right? Fair play. Get on the swing. I don't know why you want to. It's horrible. Get on but not the baby ones. You know the ones you put your legs through. They're like the
cage round them.
Yeah, they're like the supermarket trolleys that you sit in. Layla Roberts, 11. I don't mean to be rude, but you know she's a big lass.
They're both sturdy, aren't they?
Was first to get stuck. Her aunt Mel, 40, climbed into the swing next to her to demonstrate how to get out.
Such an idiot.
She too found herself trapped. A laughing... This is absolutely brilliant. A laughing crowd gathered at St Leven Park in Plymouth as the pair struggled in vain for an hour to free themselves. Fire crews managed to lift them out after squirming Mel eventually called 999. She said yesterday, I've recently put on weight, but I didn't think it was that much. It's a wake-up call. I felt like total idiot. Layla said, it was funny, but it got embarrassing when everyone at school found out about it. Yeah.
That's going to follow her around.
Of course it is.
Especially now it's in the papers.
Of course it is.
I wonder if they had to butter them.
Or, well, yeah, I'm going to stop there. Fitness trackers significantly overestimate how many calories users burnt. I know we did this before, didn't we? I thought it was obvious that those things are absolute rubbish. Oh yeah, put this on it. I found out my phone tells me how many steps I've taken. I didn't ask it to, but it's there. It also tells me brilliantly. It tells me where I've parked the car.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's great. If you flip along the sign, it says you park your car here. Oh, great.
Does mine do that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, it means I can stop taking pictures of car parks.
Models including the Apple Watch, Samsung Gear and Fitbit were way off the mark. Well, that's it.
People don't want to know that. They want to feel like they're doing something.
They want to feel like they're doing something. Well, dear listener, why have we got 126 viewers? We've had about 60 all night. Hey? And then there's a huge surge at the end. Go away. Go away, Periscope. There's nothing to see. The show's finished. It's been ropey the last 20 minutes. Go away, Periscopers. Stop watching. We don't want you watching. There's nothing to see here. That is it, dear listener. That is your lot. We will be back tonight at 10 o'clock when we will be called straight to air. And we will be taking withheld numbers only. So pass that on. Don't forget, of course, you can download the podcasts if you go to iTunes. Please leave reviews. Please leave star ratings. It all helps. It all helps. If you don't want to get it from iTunes, if you hate Apple, then you can get it from your usual podcast providers, Pocket Cast, and all these different places. If you type in Iain Lee, Talk Radio, Bishy Bashy Boshy, it comes up. Spread the word online, please. If you've got friends, tell them that the show is good again. Maybe they remember me from LBC or BBC WM or Absolute. Well, tell them it's as funny as that, if not indeed funnier. Thank you very much, Ed. Thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you, of course, to you, dear listener, and indeed, dear caller. Back tonight at 10. Ta-ta.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Join the conversation party.